So a 10 speed. So that is a you have the differential like switch on the
Oh yeah,
shifter.
the splitter switch. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got
Okay.
a
Cool.
it's got a it's basically 5 speed um with a low high.
Cool. Yep. Yeah.
And it sucks pulling a tank with it because there's too much of a gap in between the gears.
Yeah. I suppose.
When I mean gap, I mean gear ratio gap. If I had 13 speeds are about perfect when it comes to pulling a tank.
So 13 is a 6 with a switch.
13 is like the 18 speed, but it doesn't have the low. It doesn't have the half splitter on the low side.
Huh.
It
Interesting.
has. It's got the switch on the front of the shifter for the high low, and then
Hmm.
it has the
Okay.
thumb splitter. But the thumb splitter doesn't work until you get onto the high side of the transmission.
Yeah. That's so interesting. How, like they came up with that shit. You know.
Daniel's seeing a picture of tanks that's on my computer screen, and he's going, "A tank, a tank."
It's a tank. Yes. Absolutely.
So
And if you're not as big as your dad and me, you can probably fit in the tank someday.
or your godfather, who was a tanker and is bigger than me.
Oh God, yeah. It's like, dude, I cannot fucking imagine being a fucking tanker at Andy's height. Like, dude, because
Yeah,
like I'm like
he's your height.
6'4". Yeah, I know.
He's
He's
your
like
height. He's your size.
you're 6'4", and you like I have to like turn sideways to get into the fucking hatches, right?
Yeah,
And that motherfucker, yeah.
and they expected him to actually go through the hatch of the tank with his body armor on, with an IBA
Oh
on.
fuck that. Yeah. No, 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 no.
And then they expected them to wear the
No.
IBAs inside the tank.
Right. There's no fucking way, dude.
I guess
Like
one
there
time,
I don't
I guess
see what the point of body armor for a tank would be. Like, I mean, I
that was
understand like being
that's what their
issued.
thought was too. They're like, if anything gets through 16 inches of composite armor, a body armor is not going to fucking stop it. But yeah, he was telling me about one time they were rolling onto one of the bases, and the MPs stopped him at the gate, and they're like, "Are you guys wearing your seatbelts?" They're like, "It's a fucking tank. It doesn't
fucking
have
Christ.
seatbelts." Well, we need to check. Yeah, you go right ahead and try to stop us. And then they drove off.
Like I said, Trey, you're one of the 3 MPs in my life that I don't fucking hate.
I was gonna say don't want to murder.
Now we
Well,
did
we're gonna say that word on stream because
stop tanks one time on base only because the base commander was like, he's like, "What do y'all do?" I was like, "Anything really. Like, what do you want us to do?" And like we check IDs, etc. Like military IDs and driver's license IDs. And apparently, like this whole fucking tank company, not a single one. For those who don't understand, like when you join the military, you have to have training for each vehicle you are driving. Like mine, I don't think I have it anymore. It's somewhere, but it has like every vehicle you have been qualified for. So it doesn't say just Humvee. It's each nomenclature for each different type of Humvee.
oh yes, yes.
I still have my driver's license
yeah,
around here somewhere.
LMTV, armor
Yep.
security vehicle, everything.
11.5.1s. Yep.
Mine's like stacked because they were like, you need this to whatever. And this whole fucking company, not a single tank driver they had a driver's license, but the M1 Abrams was not on it. So
Oof. Really?
That was Andy in Iraq.
like that's your whole sole job. Like you're a driver of a tank, and your company did not issue out a driver's license. Like obviously you're capable because you're driving it, but you do not have the military paperwork to say that you can drive it.
Yeah,
And
that was Andy in Iraq.
Like I said, the base commander was like, "I want you to go ahead and enforce this because they're driving around. They're not licensed, quote unquote, by the army." And the company commander came up. He was pissed and we're like, "Hey, we're doing what the base commander told us to do. None of your soldiers are squared away. it ultimately comes back on you because the commander of each company has to sign off on that. You didn't sign off on it. Like it's not them.
I had my fucking regular Humvee 1151 or
998 1025.
No, I did not have that. You had
didn't
that.
have 998 and 1025?
Nope, I never did that. Nope. I was able to drive a fucking Humvee, right? And then a fucking up armored Humvee.
Yeah, the regular turtleback gun truck, the unarmored one, was the 1025.
I had that one, yes.
And the 998 was the soft top.
Where the fuck? I don't know where it is right now. It doesn't matter, but like
that's mine.
Oh shit.
Yep. I've got one similar to that. I don't know where it's at off the top of my head.
We actually laminated mine because it was like we were in Iraq and it was like we just
this is laminated.
Yeah.
I don't even know what half of this crap is. So
you also know, like it says if it's laminated, it's fucking void.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
I didn't give a shit.
Like, what the fuck? No, what the fuck are you?
Like it's not even like
toilet paper.
Yeah, it's not even like printer paper. It's like soft, malleable tissue paper. Like it's
and you're like, well, I want to get this fucking laminated so I can keep it, you know. So I have my fucking license. Yeah.
I don't even remember what half of this shit is. Like BHR M1078A1, M1102. Now I know the cargo trailer. You even have to have, like, where's it at? Automobile sedan mid.
M1102 is a trailer.
To drive a fucking sedan, like a HHR, is what when I was in, that was the biggest contracted vehicle for the Army.
The 1102 is a trailer.
That's probably why I don't remember then. I remember doing the backup training and all that crap for the trailers, but
so fucking Andy goes, I know your face doth stop at the clocketh, Mike, but damn. Fuck off, you fucking sinuous. I won't say that word, cunt. Because we're on Facebook, or I'm fucking sorry, YouTube. I'm fucking tired. Like, it's been a long day. I shipped a ton of shit today. And
I think your customers would probably appreciate you shipping product and not shit.
Product.
Well, it's a product of shit, so. Kitty cocktail, man. The best in the world. So did I send you that fucking Instagram thing?
No, I don't think so.
The fuck? Okay, so all right, check this out. This is an actual, like, what happened on Instagram on a 9-hole reviews page yesterday.
Are you sending it to me or are you pulling it up here?
No, I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook.
Book of this.
Andrew Schultz is defending you. I mean, at least his stuff is legit, unlike Dragon Man and his belt buckle.
Right, that's legit. Yes, I agree with that.
It's the wheel deal.
It's the wheel deal, guys. Look at that.
Wheel deal.
Nowhere else in the world would they have anything like this.
Look at this. This is cyanide capsule. It's the wheel deal. Nazi cyanide capsule. They'd put this in their cheek and they'd bite it, and within 5 seconds they're dead. It's a wheel deal. I'm not allowed to have it, but I have it.
So Trey, you saw that, you read it, right?
Yeah.
What is your opinion on that?
I don't know if that's somebody just trying to get a.
I don't believe so. You're reading it again.
I mean, all right. So, what was his highest rank?
Who, Henry?
Yeah,
he was an 03.
God damn. Yeah, he did something like I don't think a DUI would do that at all. Like he would
No,
just get
but
slapped.
it's a fucking joke. It's not a dick. Don't take
Okay.
it fucking hard.
Okay.
So it's like how many DUIs? Because like a lot of people know that he was a captain, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like they're like, so how many DUIs do you have to get promoted to corporal? And then this dude randomly on fucking Instagram was like, only one. The rest of the demotions, like
Yeah,
in his
that.
yeah. And that's what I was commenting on. I'm like, oh, you're a fellow 11 Bravo.
Because I might have told this on stream before. We had I was in 3rd platoon at my basic training, and we had a 1st platoon sergeant who was about yay high.
Yeah.
Roughly. Hispanic guy. Funny as shit, man. Like
worse though. They're the fucking meanest.
But he was so fucking fun. Like once he warmed up to it, like, I wouldn't say warmed up to it, that's the wrong term, but once he like I'd say
got less aggressive.
Yeah.
Had a little more respect for you.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, y'all are growing into young soldiers, etc. The prime. And
so sweet.
We were on the Fort Lindenwood was Pr0n, MPs, engineers, and some other tatted here and there. But the 3 OSUTs was those 3. Yeah. And we were like on the fucking outskirts, like across the street was the engineers. And I remember this cat, he was giving us like a hip pocket training out in the field or the grass area next to the barracks. And the engineers started singing their song as they were going to chow.
Yeah.
And he just like stops dead tracks. And he's like,
yep.
And I was like, oh shit. But my battle buddy was from Alabama, and it was about a year later. He texts me out of the blue. He's like, "Hey man, you remember Drill Sergeant? I don't remember his name now. I think it's like Gomez or something." He's like, "You remember Drill Sergeant Gomez?" I was like, "Hell yeah, man, he was funny as shit." He's like, "He's a corporal now," and I was like,
"Uh-oh, uh-oh."
Like he was a E7 or some shit. I can't remember, but I was like,
"Uh-oh,
bro, what did he do?" He was like, apparently one of the new privates in his company was in his basic. So apparently he was working CQ at night, and the day shift drill sergeant came in early, and LMT was rocking. 2 females.
Oh, so he's doing a fucking threesome.
I was like, oh shit, homeboy was getting it. So yeah, they demoted him, and I guess he's no longer a drill. I'm assuming he's no longer a drill sergeant because he's not an E6 or a NCO.
Yeah, it's impressive. I give him kudos, but however, pause for dramatic effect. Not good when you're in a leadership position.
No. Like I said, I respected him. He was funny, cool, harsh. Like you said, they're usually the meanest. Like the Hispanic drill sergeants.
Dude, the Hispanic drill sergeants that we had. Oh, dude, I'm like, I just do not want to ever fucking no. It's like they would fucking destroy your testicles, like
and the loudest too. Like, hey, bro.
Yes, but here's the thing: is the black drill sergeants and the Hispanic drill sergeants, they rolled the best cadence, in my opinion.
I don't think we had any black drill sergeants.
You didn't at Leonardwood?
I don't think so. It's just how the rotation works, and we just didn't.
Yeah. No, we had several. Some. And they would sing fucking cadence. And those motherfuckers were it was excellent. It's like it gets you fired up, like you're like, oh, okay, I'm not dead. I'm actually still alive. I can't
remember the name of it. Did y'all have RSP?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
for National Guard.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, we had a black drill sergeant from in RSP, and he was cool as shit, man. I remember him today. His name was Drill Sergeant Jones. He rode like a is it not the Astro van? You remember the old Ford vans that had like the high top that you could like get in and stand up?
Oh, the Econoline?
I think that's what it was. And he had like flashy ass rims on it. He was super cool, man. Like we went to my RSP drill was at Fort Pickett. So it was a National Guard base. And so we were able to do a lot more shit than just RSP that was at an armory. So we were allowed to do like EST, go to the range, watch the Marines.
Oh, no shit.
Shoot the LAV, all kinds of stuff like that. So he took us to EST one time, and we were just kind of like dicking around. We weren't like, you're going to qual. Like it was just like, get familiar with the gun, etc. And he's like, hey, Pr0n, I want to get some trigger time. So he sets up like the Vietnam mode at nighttime in a fog. Like, oh,
like the wave mode.
Yeah, like it's completely black, and then you see like a flare, and it's like nothing but jungle, and you see like people running through the woods. Like, oh, no, sir. And he like takes the M16, loads it, and he hits it on the deck. He's like, don't do like I do privates. It just starts going down. I'm like, dude, Drill Sergeant Jones is a badass.
Oh fuck yeah! Like we didn't do that at RSP, but like because like Jake, when you went, because you joined in 02, right?
Yeah.
And then you didn't have RSP. They I think they came out that in like 05, 06.
I don't even know what RSP is. So yeah,
Recruit Sustainment Program.
So you went to this before you went to basic.
Yes.
You didn't go to your unit. You like.
Oh yeah, I did go through that. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, so they did have that.
Yeah,
so
I went through it at McCoy.
Yeah, so they actually had like legit drill sergeants that were like went to drill sergeant school.
Reserve drill sergeants.
Yep, and National Guard drill sergeants, and it's like, when I got to RSP, I was in because I joined in January of 08, and so my first drill was in February of 08, and we get there, and I'm like, oh shit! Like they're actually screaming at you and fucking like. I remember Drill Sergeant Swanson. He was the worst. And he was just like fucking, he had a 4th AD combat patch. He had been to Iraq and everything like that. Just screaming. And we didn't did like the fucking EST or anything like that. But like he and the other drills like actually got us good on like drill and ceremony. So that's why when we went to basic, I was like, this is fuck. And I also was a marching band in high school. And so that actually did tie into it. And so when we were in basic and we started doing drill and ceremony and shit, like the first fucking couple weeks that you do, I was like, this is easy for me. This is fucking.
Yeah, we did stuff like that too. But like I said, it was just kind of like one of those things like, hey, what can we do today? They were asking like, what should we do? And the EST trainer was like 3 blocks away. Because Pickett's fairly small, like the admin side of the base.
Yeah, but that's Virginia, small. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys.
It's Fort Barford now.
I don't know why the fuck, because we didn't actually go to a fucking base like in Wisconsin. We just went to an armory.
Yeah, so most of the other ones were armories, but the one that I RSP'd at was Fort Pickett because it was the closest.
So you actually you had access to those facilities.
Yep.
Yeah, I did mine at Whammy at McCoy, the Wisconsin Military Academy.
In RSP?
Yeah. We did the whole thing at Whammy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting as fuck. Yeah, because it changed. Like they, I guess there were so many people joining.
It was a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, so was ours. And but we did Chippewa Falls. That's where we went. And it was like all the new and it's funny because like the people that were like joining the Wisconsin Guard had the Badger patches, and then the guys who joined the 32nd had red arrows, and but we all trained together, and like we would go, we went to Camp Douglas one time, and we did the what the fuck is it called, the leadership course, where you have to like go through and like there's water and shit, and like you have to like you get certain materials and shit, and like you have to like fucking figure it out and everything. We did that one time, but that was it, because it was like there were so many people because it was during the surge. Yeah, like Jake, you joined like way before I did.
Yeah, I joined in December of 2002.
Yeah, and like Trey joined after, and it's like during the surge they were like there were so many fucking people.
Yep.
And they were trying to fucking like kind of I guess weed us out and shit like that. And then yeah, we did and there, oh my god, I remember this one time we were driving back from that place I was just telling you, Camp Douglas. It was like a 3.5, 4 hour drive back to Chippewa Falls, and then we got bused back to where we were at. And then on the way back, I was like, I have to fucking piss. Like I on the bus, I'm like, I've got to fucking piss. And there was this chick next to me, actually pretty fucking cute, but like I was like, I'm gonna piss my fucking pants. I can't do this. And then I ended up getting a water bottle from her that she had drank because she was like dehydrated. And then I just like turned around in the seat of the bus as we're driving. And that's the first time I pissed in a bottle, like in a moving vehicle. Great skill to have in the infantry. Great skill to have. And you know, I just like threw it in the garbage can and everything like that. And I'm like, oh god, it feels much better. So that was funny. But like it did actually help because like when we got down to basic, I was like, okay, so I know how to stand at attention correctly. I know how to stand at parade rest correctly. I know how to, say yes to Star, no to Star, and this and that, whatever, blah blah. It did really it actually helped a lot. And it kind of put you ahead of the guys that just join and they're like we're active duty or whatever. That just join and they're like, whatever, we'll go to the army. So but yeah, very interesting. And then it was funny because one of the drills, we had to actually go into a classroom, and we had to, at that point, right in 2008, they were like, so who here wants to defer their college first to go into their unit because you guys are going to go to Iraq? And like all of us except like two people raised our hands. And I saw this one guy not raise his hand because he was doing the college first thing, right?
Yeah.
And then the other guy, I don't remember who the fuck he was, but like somebody I didn't know. And so we're all like, yeah, we're going to defer that. We all ended up getting fucking deployed in 2009. And then this fucking guy, and then I'll get your video open, Trey.
I'm looking for new Dragon Man vids.
This fucking dude he was in my unit, so like he was in when we got back, and he was in E4, okay, and he's wearing a combat patch and I'm sorry, I was wearing a combat patch, and he was like just whatever, he did college first, right?
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, hey man, can you just get that mop bucket over there and just go and get this shit done so we can leave earlier?
I know where this is going.
I've told you this though, right?
I think so. But I mean, you can kind of see college.
And he goes, I'm not going to let a private tell me what to do. I said, hey, so-and-so, it's not about that. It's just, I want to get out of here sooner. And like, that's how you get out of here sooner. And he kept giving me lip. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give you the last warning of like, it's not what's on my chest. Yes, I'm a private first class. You're an E4. You're a specialist fourth class. If you want to make this a fucking ordeal, we can do that. We can go that route. But like, I don't just do it, man. I'm not being a dick. And he's like, fuck you, private. And I went, all right, okay, motherfucker. And I went and got a fucking a sergeant that I was on deployment with, right? Yeah. I said, this is what this guy's doing. I'm just trying to get this shit done. He's giving me, this is what he said to me and all that shit. And they're like, oh, hell no. They went over and they fucking destroyed him. They smoked the fuck out of him. He ended up having to do the same thing that I was asking him to do initially as I'm mopping the fucking floor, right? It's not like I was just like ordering him around like I was an NCO, because I wasn't. Yeah. But I was just like, hey, this needs to get done. Can you just go do that?
Help. help.
And so he fucking gets destroyed. And they're like making his life miserable. And
I think out of our whole company at Basic, we had 2 specialists, both for college.
Yeah. My squad leader in Basic was a specialist. Yeah.
So I don't remember what happened, but I remember one of the drill sergeants from the other platoon was like, "Hey, private, come here." And they were, I mean,
oh God, I know where this is going. Yep.
Like, drill sergeant, actually, I'm a specialist or whatever. He's like,
no, you're not.
So what are you a specialist of? And they were like, they weren't OSA, they were Pr0n. And he's like,
okay.
what are you specialist in? And I think he asked him like, what's your MOS? Pr0n, drill sergeant. He's like, and he spit it off something like really specific to Pr0n, like, you know, what is your such and such? He goes, I don't know, drill sergeant. He goes, that's fucking right. Get over here, private. I was like, oh shit. He's like,
that's what they did with our RE4s, yeah. Like,
until you learn your fucking job, you're still a private. I was like, oh damn, he put him in his place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with us. Is like, we had, I think, let's see, so my squad leader, Bullock, and then there was, I think, one of the E4 in our platoon. But eventually they just stopped wearing their rank. And it was like, hey, we're all eating the same shit sandwich, dude. We're all fucked. We're all, you know. And then they changed the terminology to like trainees a couple of years ago. Whatever.
Yeah, because
it's like
calling them privates was offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shit like that. It's like, hey,
I think they still calling us privates or whatever. Or what they were like, some of my favorite drills, I was like, hey, come here, warrior. Like, that was a little more demeaning to me, but I like.
Come here, fucking high speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, high speed?
When I went through, the drill sergeants got directives from TRADOC saying that they can't knife hand anymore because it's too aggressive.
So yeah,
they could point, but they couldn't knife hand.
So the one drill sergeant that we've talked about him, Angry Cops, he got in trouble for knifing trainees with a tent peg. I'll pull that video up later. Well, I'll do it now because we're talking about it.
Yeah, but like knife hand, like we got knife handed that's all they did when I was in 08. Like that's all they fucking did.
Our drill sergeants basically, they actually had a formation. They're like, what do you think is more offensive, privates? This or this? This or this? And they were going back and forth.
Well, they also said like, go ahead.
And then they just kept doing the knife hand anyway.
Well, they fucking I remember I was telling this to somebody else on Discord the other night, and our first day or after our shark attack, we had our meet and greet, quote unquote. And they said, how many fucking people here have a problem with fucking swearing and cuss words? Nobody raised their hand. Like, good. Yeah, we're not supposed to fucking swear, but it's going to be fucking brutal. You guys are going to be in the fucking infantry. So get fucking used to it. And we're like,
I think when I was in, they were allowed to cuss, but just not at you. Like, you fucking retard. I was like, what the fuck, guy? Stuff like
dude, they fucking, it was funny as shit. Yeah. But okay, let's
So yeah, he got in trouble for this video, but I don't know.
How do you get? Okay, go ahead.
You're not right. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. I stand you because you don't have a battle buddy. You're dead.
Yeah, I know this video.
Because you don't have a battle buddy. You're dead. You're dead. Private. You just been stabbed by a serial killer because you don't have a battle buddy. Lay down. No. Lay down. Lay down, private. You're dead. You've been stabbed so many times. Where's your battle buddy? Die, you're dead. Go for your episode.
That's not even that bad. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
No.
Lay down.
And he's not even touching them. It's their bag, which is the bad part.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not even fucking hurting them or anything like that.
You're dead, private. You're dead. You don't have a battle buddy, but you lay down and die. You've been stabbed because you don't have a battle buddy. Terrorists attack people and why?
I don't see any fucking problem with that. Like, I mean,
that's fucking hilarious,
dude.
People don't know, like, those tent pegs are dull as fuck.
If they weren't turtle heads, they'd be laughing.
Oh man, it's like
I think if you go back and watch the video, some of them are kind of laughing. They're like, "This is kind of funny. He's killing me."
well, I mean, the thing is like it's about the stress. It's not about like actually feeling like you're actually, dude. Our drill sergeants never like actually physically like threatened us in any way. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, they made us hurt ourselves.
Right, and they were very emotionally and psychologically abusive, and taking sleep away from me is not fun.
Yeah.
But no, they never like actually beat up on us.
So
And
let me bring this up real quick. Like when y'all were eating, did you have like an order for stuff?
Yes.
So I think we had to down the whole cup of water and then eat. And then we had a second cup of water to like drink as we went. And I remember we had one drill sergeant. It wasn't at my table, but it was away from me. Because actually you drink one, then you started eating, and then you drink at your pleasure after that to wash your food down. And I remember one of the newer drill sergeants stepped in and like just went to town on somebody. I was like, "Did we tell you to drink that?" And the other drill's like, "Hey, battle, he's good." I was like, "All right, that's respect."
Yeah, there was a couple incidents like that, but like our order was when we were in the chow halls, like at Benning, Jake, they got the like little tables that seat 4 people, right?
Yep.
In the DFAC, if you're in the DFAC.
Yep.
And so you would have to
1 water, 1 Gatorade.
We had to do 2 Gatorades at the beginning.
Oh, we didn't have 2 waters. We were not allowed Gatorade or anything. Now some of them got slick. We had like the old Pizza Hut red glasses, and they're like, they can't tell the color. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and try, see what happens. They find out you're at grass.
No,
so we were mandated before the grenade range. We were mandated 2 Gatorades. We couldn't have any other beverages, right? So it was really salty. It was like the powdered shit. It wasn't even like Gatorade. It was like really salty.
Oh yeah.
And so you go down, you go through the line, and then I would go through the sandwich line because I was fat, still am, but like in there I was like, I'd get 2 sandwiches, 2 turkey sandwiches, lettuce, pickles, and whatever. Get the fuck down the line, go to the salad bar, and you had to go down the salad bar one way, right? It was right side, and you come back left side to go get your fucking Gatorade. So I would go get my sandwiches,
carrying the cups
like this, exactly,
like grenades.
Yep. And so I would go down, get my sandwiches, and I'd go down the right side of the salad bar. I'd pump a bunch of fucking lettuce and spinach and shit on my plate with cottage cheese as well. And what the fuck ever else they had, like carrots or whatever I wanted that day. Just a lot of vegetables. I would go and I'd go to a table, and you have to stand there. You put your tray down, and you just wait for 4 people to be there. And they go, okay, there's 4 people here. Now we can get our drinks. And we go get our drinks, which is 2 Gatorades. They made us do that. And then later on, it was like milk or whatever the fuck you wanted, but still had to carry them the same way. You have to go up what is the left side from when you're going down into it, the salad bar, get your drinks, and then go down the right side over to your table, and then say, we're all present, blah, 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 whatever the fuck, and then just sit down, and then you have a spoon too. We weren't allowed forks or knives, just allowed spoons. And so we would sit there and start shoveling food into our mouths as fast as possible because we were so hungry. It's like you're burning probably like 5,000-6,000 calories a day, and you're taking in like 2, and you're like fucking starving all the time. And so I'm just sitting there, bam, 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 the sandwiches. I would just put Italian dressing on them because it would make it more liquid and like easier to like eat fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I told this story. I don't know if I was like on Discord the other night, but like I fucking one time I was sitting there and I was just so fucking tired. And I'm just like, I kind of just went like this, not eating. And the drill sergeant, our junior, was like, slams his fist on the fucking table. And he goes, "Are you not fucking hungry? Okay, all right, well, that's fucking fine." And I'm like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Everybody at this fucking table, get the fuck up and move the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my fucking chow hall." And they were like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh shit." He's like, "If you got enough fucking time to fucking, whatever the hell he said, like look at the fucking wall basically, then you're not fucking hungry enough. So get the fuck out of my chow hall and you guys go with him." And they're like, "Dude, you just fucked us." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry."
So, we would go to the DFAC to get food, but every now and then they would bring it to our barracks and we would eat because we were, like I said, we were in the outskirts. So they would like ship it out to us because we were too far
like
to walk.
Yeah.
So anybody who is looking to go into basic or whatever, always volunteer to take the food back. Because you're in the back of a fucking truck and there's nobody watching you. You just like chow down the leftovers and shit.
I suppose.
I was like scared and I was like, hey. And this one guy who was like a little more laid back, I guess. He was like, "Hey man, you hungry?" I was like, "Hell yeah, we're always fucking hungry." He's like, "Grab some of the Nutri-Grain bars." And I was like, "I don't know, man." He's like,
"Those fucking things.
The trash bag's right here. Just eat a bunch and then throw them in the trash bag." So
those things were great at night. We had a nighttime formation and they were like, you get the boxed like milk, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
It was called milk and cookies. And you would get one of those boxed milk warm. It was always like room temperature. It was always like Fort Benning hot, fucking warm. And then a Nutri-Grain bar. And I would always like trade my Nutri-Grain bar to this other guy. He'd trade me the milk because I like the milk better because I'm fucking from Wisconsin. And it kind of made me, it was just a comfort thing. Even though it was shitty, but it was like, it's close. So we would always just go, after we go, "Roger, Drill Sergeant," I'd be like, it was like fucking just an instant thing. And then I'd sit there and I'd fucking drink both of those. They had a lot of protein in them.
Dude, the Nutri-Grain bars was like crack cocaine, man. Like,
oh, fuck yeah, dude.
You had those, you had money.
Oh.
Well,
because it was the nearest thing to like candy and shit you had.
Yeah. Well, I also saw the Hua bars out of the fucking MREs out in the field.
You said the word. You'd promised me you would never say the word.
I never promised you shit, you fucking faggot. Like, I never promised you shit, but like, no, the Hua bars or the Ranger bars or whatever the fuck they called them, they were Hua bars at that point. I sold those for $20 a pop in the field.
Damn.
And I would sell my fire guard shift,
Oh, dude, the last week I sold my fire guard at basic. I was like, fuck, $25. I don't give a shit.
Almost all of basic, I sold my fire guard shift because my fire guard shift would always fall in the exact same spot, and it was always the 2 to 3 a.m. slot.
No, that fucking sucks because you don't sleep.
It was always the 2 to 3 a.m. slot.
Yeah, fuck that. And that's what I would do too. I was like, unless it was the first or the last shift, I would sell my shift. And I'd sell it to somebody who.
Now the last shift wasn't bad. The last shift wasn't bad at all because you were but the second to last shift sucked ass.
Well, the second to last shift, you just get fucked out of 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's the one I would get was the second to last shift.
Because like everybody, the last shift you get up and put your day uniform on or your PT, whatever.
Well, here's the thing: is I could go without food, right? Because I'm a fat fuck, right? I had a huge problem with sleep, and I still do. And
like everybody else in my platoon, they all slept on top of their fucking blankets because they didn't want to have to make their bed every night.
We ended up after like week 4 or 5, they stopped enforcing that shit, to be honest. And like, so we all did the same shit.
all through basic, I slept under the blankets the whole fucking time because it's like I can't sleep on top of the blankets. I need something covering me.
Dude, I was so fucking tired. Like I was just like I would lay down and PTs
Oh,
or whatever the fuck.
It was always fucking cold in my barracks though. They had the AC fucking cranking the whole fucking
Yeah,
time.
they had we didn't have AC, but we had the 2 big Pr0n fans, or the 1 big Pr0n fan. And dude, I got acclimated to it, and it was like, I'm gonna trade my food and my money for sleep. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, as soon as we had access to the ATM, I was paying $20 like every third night to get rid of a fire guard shift.
I think I was November to April, so yeah, sleeping under blankets was pretty much a requirement.
Yeah, and then, like I was there August through November of 2008, and it got cold at the end. Yeah, I was, but like when they stopped enforcing, like fucking, they stopped being total dickheads to us, like on week like 10 or 11, like after we got into AIT for OSIT.
You were also right at the front of the barracks too, so that had to suck.
No, I was in the back of the barracks.
Really?
Yeah, I was back towards the shitters. I was 2 bunks away from the fucking shitters.
They had your bay set up different then, because our bay, they started by the drill sergeant doors with the A's, and we didn't have any A's, but we had 2 guys that were from Guam whose name both started with B, but they were right next to the drill sergeant's entrance door.
Well, no, so that's what it was with us too. Like, so I was in 1st platoon, right? And so, I'm not going to say the guys' names because they're not here to talk about it, but like, no, the A's started up on one side of the barracks, right? And it went down to the B's, and then it went around this way to the back, and then it went to the C's in the other side in the back, and then it went down to the D's in this side. That's how ours was set up.
Yeah, ours was just throw it in. We didn't have alphabetical.
Yeah, ours was very alphabetical, and it was like,
how did y'all sleep off duty or on duty?
What do you mean?
We found a tricky way. Like I'm sure the drill sergeants knew. Like they had to have known, but they like
well, fuck yeah, they've been there, done that. Yeah,
ingenuitive. We would get under our racks and pretend like we were tightening the bunks and like stick our fingers in the springs, and just conk out.
Oh, that wouldn't have flown. I fucking. No.
I mean, we knew the risk, but it was like,
dude,
hey, man, I'm gonna tighten my bunk. Keep an eye out.
We were in gold phase one time, so it's like we've already done our fucking. We're infantrymen. We got our cross rifles and all that shit.
Yeah, this was later on. Like this wasn't like red phase at all. This was like
this is like gold. Yeah, this is like the end. Yeah. And I fucking was sitting on my battle buddy's bunk, which is because I had the top bunk, he had the bottom bunk, right? And I was sitting on there, and I just went. I racked out on his fucking bed, like in PTs, like in the middle of the fucking day. Not good. And I woke up because my drill sergeant grabbed my Camelback and dumped it through my fucking nose, like waterboarded me, basically. And I got up and I went, what the fuck? And I went like this. And I was like, oh shit. And I got up and prayed rest. He goes, get the fuck up. And I'm like, shit in my nose and everything. I'm like, Roger, Sergeant. And he goes, don't fucking sleep on my fucking time. And we're in gold phase at that point. So we're already like pinned.
Remember, kids, it's not waterboarding if you use diesel.
Correct. So Travis Moore, one of the 25 uniforms in our battalion, I was in the commo shop with him.
I'm going to take a piss. I'm listening though.
No balls, you won't do it.
He was telling me about how he fell asleep on fire guard one night when he was in basic. And he was sitting at the desk at the front of the barracks bay, and he's out fucking cold. He's commo guy, so he's 25 uniform. And he said he was sitting there, he had his chin down on his chest, sitting at the desk, and he woke up, but he didn't open his eyes because he knew that there was a drill sergeant right behind him. And everybody knew because he was the son of a minister. So everybody knew that. He knew everybody knew he was very religious. So as he was gaining consciousness, he opened his eyes and he did the sign of the cross and said amen with the drill sergeant hovering over his shoulder.
Yep.
And the drill sergeant looked at him and said, "You're fucking lucky, Private."
Yep. Been there, done that too.
Travis got away with that so fucking hard. Lucky bastard. Not like fucking the two Guamanians that were in my platoon. Their rack was literally the first one on the side of the barracks that the drill sergeant door was on. The door that the drill sergeants went in and out of all the time. And they were on fucking Firewatch one night, and both of them were fucking racked out in their racks right next to the fucking door.
See, ours were different. We had like old barracks from like the 70s, and they were kind of like I think I showed them to you and Mike, or Mike before. They're kind of like apartments, not like an apartment where there's a bathroom. Like it's like 3 stories high with one long hallway all the way down. On one side, I think it was the north side, it was each company or each platoon had a kill zone, and the south side was like 2 different bays. So you had 8 guys to a room with their bunk, with their bunks. Because we were when I first got there, we were in like the trailers, we called them. They were like big, gigantic, open. Like the whole company was in, I think, 3 of these buildings. First, second, third platoons in one, and then females in a whole separate one. And then like blue phase, I think we went to these new barracks, or new to us. But they were like right near the engineers, and I think the engineers had the same barracks too. But I mean, they've been there since like the 70s or 80s. They weren't the new barracks we called the starships. They were like in the shape of a pentagon.
Yep. That's what we had.
Yeah, we were in those old ass barracks. Like they had been there a hot minute. I think they had like steam heaters and stuff. Like they're old.
Mike, I'm gonna send you this picture that Howie just sent me.
No balls.
Dude, it's fucking.
Who wants to watch the Dragon Man? Dragon eats balls. Dragon Man.
My 3-year-old thinks he's the cat.
Hell yeah.
I just sent
Dragon Man released a video 13 days ago.
Anyway, guys, I need to go to bed, so I got to get up at 3.
Hell yeah.
And I got a long fucking day tomorrow.
Drive safe.
No, you can't make me.
Okay. Go ahead, man, Max. I live again.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, later, man.
Witness me.
Witness me. I will go to Valhalla, shiny and chromed.
Such a good movie.
That's a shitty movie, dude. It's so fucking retarded.
Get fuck out of here. The newest one's kind of bad, but
so okay, so we're doing.
He's the wheel deal. Came out 13 days ago.
Wait. So let's just try to get Brett on here, or somebody like that also will be
Hell Hotman.
No, Brett, he can't. Brett's probably writing more shitty books. Whatever. Let's just fucking do it.
Let's fuck this good. Who's holding the feet?
How you doing, guys? Dragon Man here. I'm in the Colorado Springs Military Museum, and let's take a walk through it before we open up this morning. Okay, in my museum here, we have a total of about 142 vehicles, 92 military vehicles, 50 hot rods. And all these vehicles are fully operational. These are real guns, real bullets. We got a total of...
How much of a nightmare do you think it is to get these fuckers out of here? Like, there's no way you can just back it out. Like, you've got to move all of this shit. There's no way. I mean,
I don't even want to. I don't even want to fucking think about that right now.
This isn't even.
This is where all the M1 shells are, by the way.
Yeah, but this is incomplete. Like, someone's probably turned this into a fucking logging vehicle or some shit because there's nothing here. There's pictures. They're nice.
We got every American half track over here. You're really going to learn a lot if you.
All right. So that's a recoilless rifle. Wouldn't that be Korean War? I don't know if they even put recoilless rifles on these bad boys.
I don't think they use fucking half tracks in Korea that much.
Oh, I don't know. That's new to me. I mean, I'm not going to say yes or no because I don't know much about.
It's a cool fucking aluminum tube that he's got painted, but like,
if anybody knows, let us know because that'd be interesting to find out. But I don't know of any half tracks having a recoilless mounted on it. But I mean, hell, they fucking mounted dual bazookas on Jeeps in World War II, so who knows?
Yeah. Let's
You're
keep
really
learning.
Going to learn a lot if you come to my military museum. We got the 106 millimeter recoilless rifle. I got about 28 Jeeps. We got an experimental Jeeps.
How's that an experimental Jeep? That's a pre-war Jeep that has the fucking slat. It's a slat grill, GP or MB or yeah.
And it goes all the way up to the Jeeps they're using today. Okay, over here, this is my landmine display. Landmine detectors. We got the Tug. We got the Mighty Mite. We got the bomb truck over there. We got all kinds of displays going all the way back to George Washington. That's my 81 millimeter mortar. We got all the half tracks here, the M35s. We got the Vietnam era M37s, 211 deuce and a half, M38A1 Jeeps. We got 4 different types of Humvees over here, all the different Humvees.
No, you don't.
World War II GPW Fords. We got the Gamma Goat 6-wheel drive, the CCKW. We got the
I should donate my double chin to his fucking display.
Good money.
December 16th to January 25th. Beautiful displays over here. Okay, come around.
It's Patton's car.
Oh, we got the staff cars they used, 1941, 42.
I'm surprised he didn't say that.
Over here, we got the CCKW closed cab. Over here, we got the T-54, the Russian tank, 100 millimeter gun.
That's
all
impressive.
All the different uniforms. Every uniform that they wore in World War I, World War II. Okay, follow me. We're going to the next room over here.
That's camera quality.
Yeah, we got
shit.
the airborne
No.
Marines and Armies bicycles.
It's filmed on a track phone.
We got the mule over here. We got staff cars, got the half-ton, the 3/4. And we tell you all about these vehicles. We got a few motorcycles in the museum. We got the M3 half-track, the M2 half-track. This is the M43 ambulance, Vietnam era. This is my Civil War display. Look at all the weapons. Over 120 weapons over here. The Civil War. We tell you about the Civil War. Over here, George Washington. These are all flintlocks. These rifles and these handguns are anywhere from 250 to 300 years old.
Well, we'll deal.
We tell you about it. Benjamin.
I think Avery was on here one time. They're like the crappiest uniforms ever.
I'm not an expert at all. I barely
Me neither.
know shit about Rev War, but like I can even be like,
this looks like silk or polyester. Like it's not wool. And
Benjamin Franklin over here. We got Thomas Jefferson. We got the British. We got Alexander Hamilton, Andrew Jackson. All my displays laid up over here. And let's see. Yeah, let's go into World War I over here. This is the World War I room.
Holy shit! It's not even like in the Korean exhibit a while back. There's like a modern bomb suit. Nothing's in. It's just hodgepodge everywhere. Like it's not even in lineage at all. I want you to tiz them out on this.
1914, 1918. Over here's Korea, 1950 to 53.
We went from Civil War to we went from Civil War to World War I to now Korea.
1914, 1918. Over here's Korea, 1950 to 53. These are the spotlights they use to look for the MiG-15s. We got the original generator.
Did they though?
Okay, over here.
Did they?
Vietnam, we're going to the Vietnam room, 1959 to 75. We tell you about Vietnam, the M60 machine gun, the way they used to dress back then. See that? And come around the turn.
Oh my
we
God.
got every uniform from the North Vietnamese. All
You
the
just have a
different- Okay, over here, Japanese.
What
Here
the
we got
fuck?
Samurai sword fighters uniforms.
Wait.
Samurai.
Here we got the Samurai sword fighters uniforms. We go all the way back to December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor.
Whoa! You're
Pretty sure
saying the samurai? Or samurai, rather. Maybe they were different. They were different sect of the samurai, right? They started on December 7th, 1941. Lovely. Love it. Love it. Good shit.
Okay, over here we got the British, we got the Russians, and we got the Nazis. You won't see a better Nazi display than what I have here. I have every Nazi uniform, every Nazi helmet, and we tell you about the Holocaust. The reason we have a display like this is to show people what happened. It's part of history, and hopefully it'll never happen again. Okay, follow me.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell.
So what about the Holodomor and just the
Okay, when you come down here, this is every World War II radio, 1939 to 45. We got every woman's uniform, World War II. Civil Defense, Red Cross, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. I got my mom and dad's memorial over here.
Fucking creepy.
Yeah, what? It's
memorial.
That's weird, man.
You think? You fucking think?
I could understand if it was like his fucking uniform, like my father served in Korea or whatever, but it's what he wore on the farm. Oh my God.
Over here. Everything in this room.
It's not good.
All the shoes, boots, dated 1939 to 45 with the original dated shoe polish, stuff from the 10th Mountain Division, guns that came back from World War II. We got medic equipment over here, all the personal stuff that they carried, the Liberator handgun we tell you about. Okay, this is a typical World War II machine gun bunker. All these are real guns, real bullets. Everything is fully operational.
I hope he does the air raid siren thing again.
175 uniform mannequins with every uniform the U.S. government ever made for the U.S. Army. What a big accomplishment. Over 5,000.
I bet he doesn't have the desert camo nighttime uniform.
Helmets, 3,000 flags. Okay, you come over here. Aisles and aisles and aisles of World War II uniforms. Okay, let's come around here. We got a nice display with the D-Day. This represents Omaha Beach, one day after D-Day, June 7th, 1944, and Utah Beach. See that?
Yep, that looks good.
I remember when I served on Utah Beach, I remember they had the strobe lights like this. It was nice. It like let you know what beach you were on.
Right.
These are fully operational machine guns, real bullets.
No, they're not.
Real rifles. This is the spotlight like they would have used to signal the ship to bring down landing craft. We got the cooking equipment, the 60 millimeter mortar, 81 millimeter mortar, 50 caliber machine gun bunkers. We got the medic display over here, cooking equipment on this side, and we're going to go right into Iraq here. This is all the stuff the GIs brought me back from Iraq in the last 8 years. Thanks to the 10 Special Forces.
Is that Jonesy right there? That's Jonesy right there. Yeah, right there. That's Jonesy.
He's in. Who?
Right there. He's under the plastic.
No, Jonesy was in Afghanistan. He was in Iraq. What the fuck, you amateur?
It's the same thing. Duh.
It's the same thing, yeah.
You uncultured swine.
I picked the fucking nose hair.
We got all this stuff to
This
show
son of
you.
bitch is
all original stuff. The capture of Saddam Hussein, stuff from Saddam Hussein's palaces they brought back. Okay, over here, these are all original uniforms from the Republican Guard.
I don't see one Darth Vader helmet, Mike.
Dude, I'm fucking dying here. I picked the fucking nose hair. I felt like I was from the back of my fucking head, and I'm sneezing like a fucking motherfucker right now.
Welcome to old age, brother. It's like you're gonna throw up. You good?
I'm good, man. I'm just like having a fucking sneezing fit right now.
Zeno said, failed by a nose hair. The Achilles.
Yeah, fucking every once in a while I'll pull one that's just like it feels like it came from the back of my fucking oh, damn it, man.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like, as much shit as he says he has, I'm surprised the ATF hasn't been like, hey, we're going to take a look around. Like, I mean, they can any time because he does have class 3s and stuff, whatever. But yeah, like the cyanide pill, the gas canisters and stuff he has. I mean, obviously it's all fake. Like, there's no way this shit's just laying out on a glass counter. But, dude. You're still muted, I think.
Yeah, I'm still fucking dying
Okay.
here. So thanks for your fucking consideration.
You're welcome, my Cirx.
Oh, I hate this shit. Once in a while I'll pull a fucking nose hair where it's like itching my nose. And all of a sudden I just sneeze for fucking like 15 minutes straight. And I'm like, this is not.
Damn. While you're hanging out real quick, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Or you wanna
Yeah, sounds good. Let's just take 5. Jones, you'll be on in a sec.
Sounds good. play this while he's away real quick.
Yeah, we got the money that they had over there. We got the original flags, all pictures that they gave me. And you come around the turn here. This is the uniforms that the men wore over there. January 17th, 1991, Desert Storm. The Fort Carson soldiers went over there wearing the chocolate chip uniforms. That's what they nicknamed them. Okay, Afghanistan, right here. We tell you about Afghanistan. We got the clothes that they wore, the prayer beads. Over here, we got the suicide bomber. He's got explosives, ammonium nitrate he's wearing, and we tell you how that ignites. And this is a very nice display in here.
I'm surprised he didn't say that was a real deal, because that would be pretty illegal to have just high X laying around.
Okay, here's one of my rarest half tracks, the M15 half track, 1942. They only made 520 of them. Over 400 went overseas and never came back. Okay, I made these decks here so people could look inside the M2 half track. It's pulling the M10 ammo trailer, which holds 6,850 caliber bullets.
Did he say 650?
It's pulling the M10 ammo trailer, which holds 6,850 caliber
Okay,
bullets.
6,800. Okay.
Okay, this is my gas mask display. Every American gas mask from 1917
You doing, bud?
as the years went by. To where they are today. So you come around the turn here. These are my recoilless rifles. We got the 106, the 75, and the 57. I even tell people how dog tags are made. This is
Check
a
your
1943 dog tag machine. So if you guys want to learn a lot more
right.
about the military
Dude, my fucking
history,
allergies are like
come
out of
see me on
control
a
right now.
Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday, starting at 10 o'clock. Any questions, give me a call, 719-683-2200. You guys have a great
I will not
day.
be
and
calling you,
thanks
man.
for watching.
Huh?
He was just talking about random shit.
Oh, got you. Let me send this to my homie.
You good now, dude?
Hey, girl.
Yeah, it is a bit leggy. Like, it's more leggy than like usual, but it's not like too bad. Like, you're still good. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I can't hear anything.
There you go. It's better now. Can you hear us?
It's probably just like his sound settings. I had problems earlier, so. This is your buddy, Trey?
Steven? Yeah, Hunter.
Cool. Nice hat.
Oh, thank you. Skeever Trevor.
I wonder where he got it from.
Avery Miller.
Oh, no way.
How's it going?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
There he is.
Can't complain.
Is that better, Jonesy?
Can you hear us, Jonesy? You're probably low. The quality's better. You're not lagging, but your audio's low.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him really quick. I'm gonna mute my shit.
Cool.
Oh. Trey, you still planning on coming to Bentonville?
Yeah, I'll be there Saturday, I believe. I don't know if I'll be in uniform or not. I'll probably just hang out with Wayne.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We get
Did you
to
see
just
who?
shoot a big gun. Huh?
Did you see who else met today?
Gary.
Yeah. So Mike doesn't know him, so I'm getting ready to pull up a video here shortly of who he is, so he can get a idea. Because I kind of explained him a little bit. So I'll play like a random video of Gary. He's just like he is in the videos. It's wild.
I saw him one time at the Horse Soldier, and he blew right past me, and I'm like, oh, that was him.
Yeah. So I had a ride along today, and I was riding by, and I was like, oh, the gates are open today. So I drove down, and sure enough, one of the guys from the park was there, who I know, Pat. And I was giving Pat a hard time. I was like, sir, you can't park there, sir. I need you to move your car like 5 feet this way. He's like, the hell if I do. Hell if I do. And I was like, oh, that's Gary. And like he came up to me, he's like, hey, how you doing, sir? And I was like, hey, I'm doing good, man. And like thanking me for coming out. And I was like, I'm just riding around, man. I'm not here to check on
I'm literally doing my job, man.
And he well, he's like, but this is how we treat our local law enforcement. And I was like, no, we're good, man. I know Pat. And I was like, hey, you mind if I get a picture with you real quick? And he's like, oh, you're a fan of history? I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have no idea.
He told me, he's like, I'm just like I am in the videos, man. He's like super spastic and stuff. And I was like, awesome.
Should have just looked at him, just be like, what's your goober grabber?
Are you? Yeah, I should have been like, hey, man, I got a goober grabber too. He was wearing the older hat. I think he only brings out the goober grabber hat for special occasions. He's got the old tried and true.
Oh.
Yeah. What you working on tonight?
No, nothing. I just got finished with a run of belly box belts for Rev War, and I do not like working with leather, man. I just don't. Never have.
I like it sometimes, but I don't want it to be my main hobby.
That's like, if I have to do it, yeah, I can do it. I can do leather work. That's no problem. But I don't want to do it. But I just made. Huh?
What's Avery up to? Get his ass on here.
I don't know what he's up to.
I messaged
him. He's probably packing for Bentonville, honestly.
Gay. It's fucking Tuesday or Wednesday.
Well, he's heading down there tomorrow.
Well, that's his problem.
See, I live 2.5 hours from Bentonville, so I'm like,
yeah.
I've been there more times than I can count. So, being from old North Carolina, that's not high, but regardless, I've been there a couple times.
But no, Gary does not have a mullet or an axe. Andrew Schultz. He's always got the hat on, so I don't know what kind of hairstyle he has.
Should have just knocked his hat off.
Yeah. We're not involved with the Fincastle company, are we? I don't. know of any for Rev War? I don't know. Somebody in chat's asking. Virginia reenactor. He said, "Are you guys involved with the Fincastle Company at all for Rev War?"
I've never. No.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them, but I'm still fairly new to Rev War.
The only, I mean,
y'all do 7th, right?
I don't do 7th yet. I've got the coat kit for it. I've had it since 2020. Never put it together just because I got to the part where I had to put on all the British lace, and I'm not about that, man. So it's still, I still have it, but no, like I do stuff with the Virginia line guys, and some stuff here in North Carolina at state historic sites. And
got you, Mike. You ready to see Gary? The guy's telling you about.
Oh, Gary, yeah, sure. You guys all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to change the audio shit, but like,
you're good. So I got to meet him today, just out of pure coincidence. He was in the county doing a video, a historical not documentary, but like a history pod or whatever. And so I guess tell you, he's a little spastic, but yes, he's pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Gary, Chief Historian at the American Battlefield Trust, and this is History at Home. I'm so happy to be here talking about my favorite subject, Civil War photography. The Civil War was fought from 1861 to 1865, and it's the first war that is largely photographed, and in so many ways, Civil War photographers were way ahead of us. More than 150 years ago, they were making 3D photographs. They were staging their photographs to maximize subscriptions. They were using what we would call clickbait. They were tagging their photos sort of the ways that we do. So it's worth another examination.
Hashtag.
Indeed, Civil War photography has gone viral again.
The clickbait, just like I can imagine, like oh God, what was it? The
1861, photographers
the Sharpsburg dead photos, just like, you won't believe this.
Let me explain how that worked. This was the wet plate process. It really proliferated in the 1850s, and it involved taking a sticky chemical called collodion and pouring it onto a glass.
Just like this in real life.
Once you pour that on there, the collodion sort of formed a film. That's the film for the camera at the time.
I'll tell you about that some other time.
They would sensitize it to light, and then they would keep it in a light-proof box while they set up their scene with their camera. Their camera was essentially a wooden box with a high-quality lens on the end of it. They would set up the whole scene. Once they
have you seen any of the AI photos that they brought to life? I think I sent you one. It was like World War I.
I don't know.
Let's see if they have one.
A German prisoner and a wounded British soldier smoke cigarettes at a frontline dressing station.
It's silent, like super quiet.
So they're using AI to enhance these photos to make them real.
Thank you, John Madden. I appreciate that.
A British serviceman points a pistol at a German soldier, but instead of a threat, he offers him a piece of bread. This scene serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times of war, there was still room for irony and human connection.
So it's kind of neat what they're doing with AI and shit, but
German soldiers of World War I with machine gun in position. One aims, another observes through binoculars, and the third monitors the surroundings.
like, so these aren't that great. I've seen some for like Civil War where they're not like actually doing stuff. They're just kind of like,
you're fucking with me though, right? Like that, you're fucking with me.
No, that's AI that's been introduced into historical photograph. Like there's one from like the 1840s, like the Napoleonic Wars. Like they're generic photo where they're being photographed and they're like moving around. So it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Is Jones's audio good or?
No, his shit's fucked. Like he can't figure it out.
Gotcha.
So. But yeah, Hunter, nice hat.
Thank you. It's just a simple bow crown.
Look forward to fucking throwing a 54 caliber fucking mini ball through your fucking chest.
You going to Bentonville?
No, fuck no. God
No.
no. No way. No way.
He's from Wisconsin.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's a little bit of a haul.
Yeah, Wisconsin. I don't know. We kind of did some. We did some things in the American Civil War, and I mean,
Some things. I mean, there was some pretty important things too.
Yeah, you're more versed on the Black Hats than I am.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, because of the 26th North Carolina and the 24th Michigan and 19th Indiana at Gettysburg. But then again, also that one battle walk I did back last year, I covered the Iron Brigade too because they fought against Gordon's guys at the Wilderness.
Yep.
So his unit that he portrayed, or the unit he was in the National Guard, was the lineage of the Iron Brigade.
It was the second Wisconsin volunteer.
Yeah. That's cool.
So yeah,
that's cool.
The second Wisconsin is like, yeah, hey, you're gonna go here, you're gonna fuck shit up, and we did. And it's like we've continued that legacy every time we're deployed. So it's kind of funny.
Cool.
Where are you from, dude?
I'm from North Carolina.
Right on.
Born and raised.
Yep. So no, it's a funny thing. Like I was down in North Carolina in like 2016. Now with a friend of mine at the time, and he called his dad, and his dad's like a really big fucking Civil War historian, and he's like, y'all know that the North Carolina fielded the most Confederate soldiers out the entire Confederate states in the Civil War. And I said, yeah. That just gave the 2nd Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry Regiment more fucking targets to shoot at. And there was like a 5-second silence, and he just goes, "Oh, gotcha." Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough," But that's kind of how it went, And it's I mean, it is what it is. But like, yeah, that's that's the lineage that like myself and a couple of my friends have. The unit that we were in was literally from the 2nd Wisconsin, so. That's why we both bought these fucking Hardy hats, and we're like, we're putting impressions together to like make the whole thing, And we were also infantry as well. Like we weren't pogues, so we have blue cords, So it's gonna be fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't want to say that the Iron Brigade is like not overrated, but they are very famous and for good reason. I've always liked the what's the Wisconsin regiment that had the bald eagle? The 8th? Was it the 8th Wisconsin or the 6th?
Yep.
That's cool. That just carrying around a bald eagle.
Yeah, but they were in the West though. Like they were in the West more.
Yeah.
So it's like I mean, I don't know much about Civil War history at all. Like that's not my forte. I know about like the unit that I was in and like the lineage and all that shit and some of that history, but like not anything in detail, if you know what I mean.
I gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I respect, dude. Here's the thing: is I don't give a shit if you want to portray Reb, because guess what? They existed. They had a
Yeah.
fucking. They had their cause. We had our cause. We just went and fucked shit
Absolutely.
up. You know, like that's the thing.
Well,
It's like,
it's like me personally. I enjoy portraying both sides. Of course, being from like my family has been in North Carolina since the 18th century. So yeah, I have a
yeah.
lot of Confederate ancestors and whatnot. But
Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
one of my ancestors said this is what I've always found funny. One of my ancestors, I traced it back. He deserted twice, which where I'm from in North Carolina, it was known as the Quaker Belt. So there was a lot of pro-unionist sentiment here in the state. They just did not really care about fighting. And
Yeah.
so my ancestor deserted twice. And after the war, I think it was one of my great something or another uncles. It was one of my uncles. He was born after the war, I think like 1868. His name was Ulysses Grant Kinley. And I was like, oh, that's fun.
That's very fun. Yeah.
But yeah, like I've never had a quarrel with, portraying either side. I enjoy both. It's all about the group of guys.
I'd have zero problem throwing on a fucking Reb uniform, because it's like, although we kicked the fuck out of you guys,
Yeah.
historically, like I would like it's part of history. It's part of our history. We're all Americans. Like that's
Oh yeah.
how it
When
goes.
when I was younger, I was like straight Reb. But the older I got, I was like, there's both sides of each coin.
Yeah.
And I do both, Union and Confederate. I do both German and American World War II. So I mean, it's all about the educational for me now, like getting it out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like most, not on every aspect, but you've got to show what the average man, or hell boy, for most of these scenarios or wars was up against, what they believe, what they fought for, what they were against. Like it's not about, this was like, it's going against the norms. Like now I won't go to the D-Day Memorial in Bedford and put on a German uniform. That's just, to me, kind of disrespectful. I'll bring the uniform and like display it and be like, hey, this is what the men from here would be up against. So you can see what they would see or what they would fight against. And plus the differences, like how our uniform and gear were set up compared to theirs. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And ironically, when I do the display down there, you get more people interested in the German stuff. I guess it's because it's taboo. Like they see it and they're like,
it's the bad guys,
Yeah,
they're always curious about that.
It's not like ooh bad. I'm not gonna look at it. Like they're intrigued. They're like, so this is how their gear was set up, or this is they wore wool still. I'm like, we were still wearing wool up to Vietnam.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, our wool's different. It's machined and but it's still wool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's intriguing to see people more like, I won't say interested, but they're more drawn to it. They're like, oh, this is kind of neat. Because I mean, you can go to a surplus store or an antique store and find U.S. stuff fairly not as big as it was before, like Saving Private Ryan, but like you can still find surplus stuff. Like your grandparents probably still have stuff stashed away, canteen cups and stuff.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll find an Ike jacket.
Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, Ike jackets are out there, but finding or seeing German stuff, like a complete uniform, shoes, like just showing the differences between the shoes, like leather with hobnails versus like leather with rubber soles. Like they're still like they're wearing that. Like it prolongs the life of the shoe, man. It's we were a industrial masterpiece compared to Central Europe.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely. And, that's the thing is like, with history itself, like when I try to like talk about it and teach it to people, I just want it to be fair, right? And be like realistic. Like, this is what actually fucking went down. Whatever side you want to pick, you can fucking pick. I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, I don't talk about the political streams of like the men up here. I want to show you what the average soldier on both sides was like. I'm just here because I was told to be here, and I'm fighting for me and my comrade.
You go. Well, because that's what I actually did, in GWAT, and I'm like, that's kind of why I want to have that same sentiment of like, all right, well, sure, some of the political shit fucking convinced me to join and go to do that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I fucking went and I fucking survived. End of story. Okay. And like, it's like, if you want to know more, listen to my TED Talk. But like, but you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I was so fucking happy with Goober Grabber. Like, this fucking hat is, God, I love this fucking thing. Look at this fucking thing. How it's fucking filthy this thing is. It's amazing.
I'm glad it panned out, man.
Dude. Yeah. It's fucking, and Jake's got one too. And he was in the same, he was in second platoon in my company. But like, dude, fucking, we're gonna get really ridiculously dirty with this shit.
Good.
And it's gonna like fucking. You do?
Oh yeah, I got it from Avery years ago, but how I had it kind of shaped, it's looks like garbage, but how I originally had it shaped, it was like down like this. We were doing a living history at Fort Fisher years ago, and we were portraying a New York regiment or something like that. But I was looking at some photos, and after they captured the fort, there was a guy standing there in a Hardy hat, like right there at a cannon, and his brim is down like all the way like this.
Just shitty.
I was like,
just
that's it. I was like,
rained on. Yep.
Yes, I was like that. That's what I want.
Yep. Once they get worn in and wet, all shape is gone, baby. It looks like I've showed you mine. Like I said, mine's shaped. Yeah, it's.
Oh no, I'm planning on getting this brass to fucking corrode with the fucking green corrosion. The fucking this summer, I'm gonna wear this bitch out, fucking doing yard work in the rain. Right?
Yep.
That's how I'm gonna roll. This motherfucker looks nice right now. Okay, it looks beautiful. It's a fucking dress hat. By the end of the summer, ain't gonna look fucking perfect anymore, bud.
There you go.
It's gonna look like it's been fucking worn, and same with the blue cord and everything like that, and yeah, so that's the way both Jake and I are gonna do it this year. It's gonna look kind of like that, except we're gonna have more fucking bling on it, We got more fucking, brass on that shit. But no, it's gonna look fucked up by the end of the year, guaranteed.
Let it do naturally.
That's what I mean. I'm just gonna wear it out, fucking scything and mowing the lawn.
In Virginia, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't say everybody. A majority of guys would have kept their Corps badge, just because that was a unit cohesion thing. Yeah, like if it. I mean, the Corps badge, not the brass. The brass probably would have broke, fell, whatever. But as far as the Corps badge, that was a piece of cloth that was sewn on. Yeah, they're gonna, if it fell off or whatever, they're gonna find another and replace it.
Also, the thing with like Jake, he's got the 2 in his bugle.
Yeah.
For 2nd Wisconsin. I'm not gonna do that because it's like the 2nd Wisconsin was so fucking ununiform. Oh my god. Those fucking guys, like, they were just like so ridiculously not consistent. And so that's why I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna age the fuck out of the hat. And then I'm also another thing we were talking about is Jake, because he's like 6 foot tall or 6'1", but he's got a really short torso. I was like, get a fucking sack coat, okay? I'll get a frock because that's what I'm doing. I'll get a frock. He gets a sack coat. We fucking march together. We both got blue cords. We both got our fucking Hardy hats that are aged and look like shit. And eventually, when we actually get our Lorenz's and our fucking sky blue trousers or whatever the fuck we want, and our brogans, like, hey, we'll make some videos. It'll be fun.
There you go.
I know a guy selling the Lorenz right now with the original bayonet.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
Just
is
saying.
I've said this before on streams before. It's good to meet you, Hunter. But like, I've got no extra money right now.
He's a poor white boy. He might be able to trade.
I hear you.
He might be able to trade. He's got a nice bass guitar behind him. He can trade.
My Fender? Fuck no. I ain't trading that thing.
Well, that's kind of sucky.
This son of a bitch? No, I'm not fucking trading this. Dude, I bought this I won this at an auction for like $40 a couple years ago.
And it's a trade, man. $40 for like a 1500 rifle? Go for it.
It's not, well, I mean, if you want this fucking bass for a Lorenz, I will trade you this fucking bass for a Lorenz.
See how easy that was?
I'm not shitting you.
Yes.
I am not shitting you. I will trade you this fucking bass for the Lorenz with the bayonet.
I'm not doing it, but if it was out there, I'll do it. It's that easy, gentlemen.
It's a fucking Squire, and it actually plays very fucking well.
The best trade deal, perhaps in the history of trade deals.
The best deal ever. Yeah, you know, I was talking to Don the other day, and I was saying that I might trade this bass guitar if the right deal came around.
Believe me, trust me, great deal.
Excuse me,
I know
wait a
that
minute.
deal. I made the best deal. Believe me.
Yeah, well, wait
great.
a minute. No, I was saying that you didn't let me finish. That
wrong.
I would trade this.
You're wrong.
Fender,
You're so wrong.
Fender Squire, this custom Fender Squire bass guitar 4-string. You know,
but it's an original. It's an original Lorenz with a bayonet.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, wait a minute.
Great country.
Wait a minute.
Great rifles. I know all about the country.
Hey, how much?
Great
when did you serve your country?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Hey, excuse me.
Wrong.
Wait a minute.
I was in the ROTC.
Wait a minute.
Great.
Oh.
I was the best they ever
wait
had.
A minute. Yeah. If you're such a patriot, when did you serve your country?
You're wrong.
Did you serve your country?
And the president, believe me, trust me. They said it wasn't, but I am.
No, I've been the governor of Minnesota before. And
and the president, I tell you what to do.
Wait a minute. When I was a Navy SEAL, I was serving my country.
You're wrong.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, wrong.
You're telling me I'm wrong.
Not the governor, you're wrong.
Wait a minute. If you're such a patriot,
45-47.
Why don't you tell me how many were you in the Gulf of Tonga? Yeah, I didn't think so.
It's a great golf. I know all about the golf. I have my own golf course. It's great.
Yeah, well, wait a minute here. So if you're such a patriot, the false flag in the Gulf of Tonkin, 58,000 of my fellow Vietnam veterans died there. And what have you done about that? So you were there. No, you weren't there. You had bone spurs, if I remember correctly.
Brendan, is the Lorenz an original or repro?
It's if I'm not mistaken, it's a repro.
No.
The guy that's selling it.
Yeah,
I have to ask him.
I wouldn't say it's a bad deal, but unless it's brand new, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I think he said I think it is brand new. I don't know. I have to ask him. I'm not sure.
From what I've talked to
he says original. That's probably not a bad deal. Depending on the quality, like if it's a pit dug rifle, I'll probably stay away from it. But if it's decent, like shootable, it's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's like a Pedersoli or something. It's a repro, but
All right. So here's the thing: is like I've made my decision. Like, so Brett has said that like all the repros are like not fucking. They've got problems. I'm just gonna wait to get a fucking legit repro that is, or I'm sorry, a legit original one that is not a repro that like actually is still in working condition. It's just gonna take some time. Whatever. Fuck it.
oh yeah.
And then my
I mean, you've got a guitar there. I mean, bass. You could, the thing. Come on, man. I got hairy legs, and I know.
Yeah,
about
it's the thing, man. You always say that, but like I don't understand if you understand what you're saying there. You talk a big talk. Yeah, excuse me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Yeah,
we're negotiating the deal. The deal. Believe me, I know all about the deals. I wrote the book.
Fuck you. You fucking got me.
Book.
Okay.
It's a wonderful book. I know about. I wrote the book. It's great.
Well, yeah,
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
all
I know
everywhere.
You wrote the book.
It's the bestseller on Amazon.
Believe me,
45, 47, 45, 47.
Sell books every day. You don't understand that. Idiots sell books every day.
It's the best sold book ever. Believe me, trust me.
Well,
even more than the Bible.
Wait a minute. How do you explain Tower 7 then?
There's only 6 towers. I know. I wasn't a president at the time. Believe me, trust me. I was in New York, and I was
well, you were in New York. Yeah, wait a minute. Here, excuse me. How do you explain Tower 7 then? You were in New York that day.
I was in Trump Tower. They didn't Trump Tower. Believe me, I was there. Great tower, wonderful tower, best tower. It's huge.
Well, then how do you explain Tower 7 then?
I was
a detonation or was that an attack? You were there.
I was in Trump Tower. They didn't hit Trump Tower. I was in a great tower.
Me. If I remember correctly, you were there on site because President George W. Bush. George W. Goddamn fucker.
Got you.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, I gotta get better at that shit, not breaking. Like
47, 45, 47. It's great. I'm great. Let me touch.
Fucking Christ.
I don't know if the Austrian was a piece of crap. It's like every other rifle during the war. Like, as long as you have the right rifle with the right ammunition, like take the Enfield.
Oh, yeah.
Like if the Enfield had the correct Enfield ammunition, it was a masterpiece. But once you start putting mini ball ammo in it,
well, what was the Lorenz? It was made to shoot ball ammo, right?
Basically the same as kind of the Enfield, but just 54 caliber. But once
Minier ball,
yes.
Brett will
kind of kick my ass for that, but it's the same ball, but smaller caliber. But I believe the Austrian ammo was like the British ammo, like you inserted the paper wadded ball, snapped it, etc. But I mean, it was a good rifle. I mean, it was rifled. It had combat.
Oh, well, also it fucking obviously worked. You know.
Yeah.
Like holy shit.
I mean, was there better rifles out there? Yeah, probably. I mean, Enfield's probably the best.
Well, logistically, like that fucking sucked because everything else is like 58 and like
well,
I 54.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Hunter, but I think some of them were bored out to 258.
I'm not positive on that.
I mean, it's only 4/10, so I mean, you run the risk of blowing the bastard up, but it's still 4/10.
Yeah,
and it's black powder, so it's not like you're shooting a 50 BMG. It's like, we're going to bore this bitch out to 60 caliber. It's black powder.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is definitely a logistic nightmare. Like we have a majority of the Army firing 58 caliber, and several units or companies are like 54. Yeah. But then you also had some like Irish units with still smoothbore 69.
Oh no shit! Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Not wanting to give them up because it was smoothbore 69. They could fire buck ball, and bucking ball.
If I'm not mistaken, there was if I'm not mistaken, during the Siege of Vicksburg, there was a drummer boy that got the Medal of Honor because his unit ran out of ammunition, so he ran back to get a crate of ammo, came back. It was the wrong caliber. I think it was like the unit needed like 54 caliber, and he brought 58, so he ran back and got another ammo crate, and he ended up getting the Medal of Honor for that. So, yeah, the logistical nightmare of just trying to... God.
That's ballsy because that crate is 100. That's 100 pounds.
Yeah.
100 pounds of dead fucking lead weight. The size almost like a little bit bigger than a shoebox. That's 100 pounds of 1,000 rounds. And there's like no way to easily carry that bastard too. Like it's like
it's a fucking crate.
It's just so awkward.
It's a fucking.
I mean, I don't know if you can. I got one kind of behind me. Like there's only. It's only got like a lip.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, it's only got like a lip on it. Like there's no true handles. It's like a lip you lift up.
It's like carrying a fucking full crate of just lead, like just fucking weight.
Basically,
it's just fucking I mean,
I was in the process of filling that bad boy up. I've probably got halfway through and got bored. I was like, I'm not doing this no more for a while, and so I only had probably 50 pounds, and I was like, this is a bitch. Like loading it into the truck, taking it to an event, unloading it. I'm like, this is too much of a pain. Like no one's gonna look at him like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like no one's gonna be like, let me see how heavy this is. And I was like, I'm just killing myself for no reason.
Well, you remember like when we were in Trey, like the fucking crates of like 5.56 just for the M4s to qual. That's like 100 fucking pounds.
No,
and you're like, it's
50. They're about 50 pounds. Maybe not that much. Probably 25.
The 5.56 shit.
And a 50. Oh, you mean like a 50 cal can of ammo, or?
Yeah, like they had 2 or 3 of them stacked in this fucking thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't remember how much.
It's the crate that's like this big. It's a wooden crate.
It's a wooden crate with the camo cans slapped together. It's wired.
Twist it open.
Yeah,
shit off. That's like fucking insanely heavy. It's like that's the same concept, you know.
I don't remember how much those weighed.
Yeah, go Google it if you will. Jamie, Google it. Jamie, pull it up.
The thing, come on.
They're trying to create a breakaway civilization to go to Mars and leave us all behind, and they're going to suck our resources off the planet to go and feed their new civilization. They're turning the fucking frogs gay.
4-pack. 4 grade 130 caliber steel ammo cans and authentic wood ammo crate.
What the fuck are you doing? You can't do. Are you horse fucking me right now? It's 3 fucking fat 50s in a fucking wooden crate.
My name's Jamie.
Full of 5.56.
My name is Jamie, and I'm looking it up.
Right now, your name is Penis because you're a fucking clown.
What the fuck, Richard? All right, so full metal jacket, boat tail rounds, 5S NATO, 2 M2A1 steel ammo cans, and a wired. So it's 2. It was 3, right?
It was 3. Yeah.
This says 2 steel ammo cans and a wire bundle crate.
These fucking pussies in the fucking military nowadays. Let me tell you, back in my day, we had 3 fucking cans in our fucking crate.
All right, this doesn't give me the weight. Thanks. Arnzim ammo. This is so much harder than I thought it would have been to Google.
Yeah, not good. And you're also shitting the fucking bed on this one. So not great.
Well, I just work here, so
yeah, not great.
We might have to like individually do this, like with the crate weighs and then the ammo kit weighs.
I could get a fucking crate. Like I've been out for fucking 13 years now. Jesus Christ, almost 13 years. Yeah. So, God.
61 pounds.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that
A
sounds right.
standard wooden crate of 5.56 ammunition with a pallet typically weighs 61 pounds.
Yeah, because it's three 50 cal cans.
Yeah. So I guess the
And-
wooden crate ammo can ammo is
Yep.
61 pounds.
It's still fucking heavy as shit. 61
Damn right
pounds
it
is
is.
heavy as fuck. And it's like, so 100 pounds with that shit is like insane, you know?
Yeah. And then the sad part is those crates are screwed on top. So there's footage, or not footage, there's pictures or paintings of guys taking axes and just busting them open because there's no other way to get into them. Like, no one carries a fucking screwdriver in their pocket. So you're just
we used
them
to just
open.
we used to take fucking knives and just bust our things open.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter. Like, there was tools that you were supposed to use, but we're just like, untwist the things, get the fucking the wires off, and just boom.
Yep.
And then we would take the fucking charger clips, right? And we would pop them on the fucking the tables. Did you guys do that?
Yep.
You're like, you get the spoons, you get the magazines, and you're like 10, 20, 30 magazines good.
Yep, that's what we did. Yep. You put a little
Yep. Fucking A. But like,
because I think each crate came with one or two.
Yeah, and it's like you would keep them in your pockets, like I would.
They were like P53 or a P58 can openers were everywhere.
Yeah. It's like you just kept them. Like, people would keep them on their person, and like, all right, we're good. Yeah, it's fucking insane. But I mean, it's like it's the same concept though as what we're talking about. Like, ammunition, people don't understand how fucking heavy ammunition is. Like,
oh yeah,
holy fuck, is it heavy? Like, damn, dude. Like
I said, when we do living history events, like I've got a stockpile, probably 50 or so arsenal packs, and I'm like, hey, if you want to suffer or embrace the suck, put 4 arsenal packs, 40 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
in your cartridge box, and
it's a fucking night. It's a bitch. Like, because like, you know, like you think about that, and like the fucking Civil War shit, the gear was a lot shittier, and like when we rolled out, our minimum load was 7 fucking magazines, right? That's 210 rounds, and it's about the same weight. It's just distributed better. Yep. There you go.
That's what I made the Richmond Arsenal 64. I had a stamp made for them, and like I said, that it's a hunk of lead. I mean, it's 4.
That's all it is. Yeah, it's fucking huge and brass.
The only thing I didn't put in it was the caps, because I'm not wasting 12 caps for no reason. Like, it's not going to be ever used, which that's not going to add up in weight at all. But it's 10 rounds. And it's a hunk of lead, basically. I mean, it's
yes.
I mean, you can. I mean, it's solid.
Yeah, it's fucking heavy, man. And like people don't realize, and like people are like, oh, you're just like, you know, you're carrying around all this shit and it looks cool, whatever, blah blah blah. It's like, no, it's fucking heavy and it's uncomfortable. It's not
part of the experience,
you know. And yeah, exactly. And like, infantry fucking sucks. Like,
and it's ironic. Like, people like, why do you go out and suffer? Like, you're depriving yourself of food, sleep, and modern necessities. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of fun.
It's kind of masochistic too. Like, you kind of like, you do it because it's
tism.
Like,
it's just the tism, man.
Well, speaking of the tism, Hunter, you want to see
keep your dick in your pants. Keep your dick in your pants.
What? The fuck are you talking about? Fucking. I'll show you a little headgear from a different time period from a guy that no longer makes them, when she fucking did. Check this bitch out.
Oh,
Yeah. A 1910.
which? Yeah,
Yep.
I like that.
Fuck yeah, man. Tim Bender.
Oh, yeah, man. Tim Bender's the man.
Dude, he made the fucking best fucking headgear I think I've ever seen. He made Civil War to World War One. I'm super glad I was able to get a hat from him before he retired and everything like that. And it's like, damn, dude, this guy fucking made excellent. You know, for World War One, it's like this is fucking it. Like this is, you know.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
sweet, man.
this fucking thing is amazing. I fucking love breaking
Always
this
wanted
bitch
to.
out.
I've always wanted to do World War One. I got invited to do Newville this year to do French, but just the timeline.
Well, I have
just
a
doesn't.
French impression as well.
All the cool kids do French.
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, you have to have some fucking money and know people. And I do have a French impression. I will never go
And
to
you got the
Newville,
rifle.
though. I do. I've got both of them.
That's the biggest like setback is the freaking rifle.
What is it,
Right,
a label?
Yeah, the 1886-93. We can't
Yeah,
handle
the
it on the
label.
stream.
The label.
Like
I'm gonna
No, I
quick.
fucking love doing the unit that I was actually in, like in the First World War. I actually I got a service coat that had the collar disc Bravo, or, B Company 128th Infantry Regiment. So I had it reproduced by a really good friend of mine, one of my mentors in the hobby and shit like that. It's fucking awesome. And so this is like my 1917-ish, right before they go over. They just came back from the border thing, but like I was like, I need a campaign cover, like a fucking like an actual 1910. And dude, Tim Bender, fucking the best. Prey Flower, he does a good job. He just does a soft brim, and I like the hard brim. There were a couple. There were many different styles, and I like the hard brim, and I'm so fucking glad I got this thing.
Hard brim.
Yeah,
they're not as bad as I remember.
I'd fuck me.
Like,
would you fuck me?
You might be more knowledgeable than I am.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just quickly gun brokered the 8mm label, and they're not too bad. I mean, the carbines are dirt fucking cheap.
What model are you talking about?
I don't know. I just typed in 8mm label because I'm not that savvy on them. But
the one that I have is going to run you about $2,000 nowadays.
Yeah, see, well, there's one here is 1892 16. It's like $900. Buy now for $1,100.
That's not that's a Berthier. 1892 is a Berthier.
Okay.
It's not a label. Good luck finding a fucking label nowadays.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, just to like give a price check roughly.
Yeah, it's if you can find one, minimum $2,000.
There's a Remington 1907 on the bill for $700.
It's not a label. It's a fucking Berthier.
Listen here, dickbag Richard. What am I supposed to look for then?
All right, hey, I'm tilting this fucker down.
What the fuck, Richard? Yeah, like so I can't. They're not even really on Gunbrook right now.
So
they're
the model,
like
okay, the model that you're thinking about is the 1886-93. Okay,
I think I saw one, and it was like $1,300.
It's probably an Afghan bringback, and those are
probably.
Yeah. I got so fucking lucky with mine like years ago from Empire Arms, Dennis Crow. You know, it shoots great, and
I saw the video you and Jake shooting. He was shooting at like 600 yards.
Yeah, I hit the target. He didn't. Or no, he did. He did. On that one, he did. With the 1917 rifle, he didn't hit it. But yeah, the LaBelle, man, that fucking thing, it's a hell of a rifle. And it sucks that it's so fucking expensive now. Like,
Yep.
there's a bunch of reasons why. I won't get into those on a fucking stream. But there's people, there's influencers, there's reasons why it got expensive.
I think a lot of it too is because of World War I, like the reenacting the 100th anniversary that came around and just.
Well, there was a bunch of things that happened during that point, like a Battlefield 1, certain other YouTubers, who were hyping that shit up.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, man, you can go into freaking Roses and buy M1 Grands for like $200, and then, like you said, Saving Private Ryan, collecting got big, and I mean, I'm 32, so we'll say 20 years ago. Like I said,
you're 2 years younger than me, so no, it's not that much difference.
A guy in my unit in 1986, so before I was born, bought a 3-digit M1 Grand for $86 at Roses.
Yep.
That's probably worth $20,000 now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just because the lowest serial, that low of a serial number, sub 1,000, it's probably worth $20,000.
Right. And it's just like,
even though it's not like in the pre-war gas trap form, just because of the serial number. Yes, and Virginia Roses at one point sold guns. Yes, sir.
Dude, there was guns everywhere when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, like they were in barrels. They had like wooden barrels. You can go in, like pick a SKS up. Like, oh yeah, $50, I'll take it.
Like I remember Fleet Farm, right? And I would like go down to the cities and like come back, and I'd buy like 2 or 3 9130s, because they were on sale for like $70 instead of 80. And I'd buy like 3 of them, and I ended up trading most of them. I still have a few of them, but like I ended up trading them for like different guns because I wanted to try things out, right? You know, and I was poor. I was a fucking.
You're polymerious. I got you.
What?
You're polymerious. I got you.
I will fucking end you.
No balls. You won't do it. No balls.
No balls.
Don't make me put my fucking MP cap on.
If you want me to put my fucking...
I'll put my MP cap on. I'm doing
If you want me to put my fucking drill sergeant hat on that I never earned, we'll fucking go there.
Here we go. Let's see. I'm not drinking on duty, by the way. I'm just, the thing. Come on, man.
Okay. I'll just keep this one on then.
Good balls. Where's your DUI?
Don't have one. Not stupid.
Exactly.
I showed you that fucking thing.
What was that? What's that?
I showed you that fucking thing from Henry, like on the review. So like, how many DUIs do you have to get demoted to corporal? And then the one guy is like, only one. But then I got into a bunch of fights with MPs and told them I'm gonna fuck their dad to establish dominance. I'm like, you're a fellow former 11 Bravo, aren't you? And he goes, hi, brother. That answers the fucking question. That's why I wear the blue cord. It's fucking awesome. Like
green and gold, baby. Green and gold.
Yeah, man. Fucking dude. No, I'm pretty proud of being infantry. Like I didn't realize how fucking retarded we were to actually like voluntarily sign that fucking dotted line to be infantry and then follow through with it and like make it. And it's like, oh man, we're fucking retards. Like, how stupid can you be? Like, oh my God. But no, like I was saying, like I'll ingratiate you a little bit. I was like, you know, because like you know, we were talking to Jonesy and shit like that, and his internet was fucked up tonight. But like I was like,
Oh, dude.
Trey is the one out of 3 MPs in my life who I'll actually talk to and not fucking just shit on. You know, but like the rest of the MPs were, God, I fucking hated them. Those cocksucking fucking faggots. Like those motherfuckers. MPs are the fucking worst.
Dude, I've got to send you this. It like hurts me to my core. So my partner went to a family convention. I'm not going to put his information out there.
Yeah, you know, yeah, please don't do that. Yeah.
So he found out. I'll send it to the group chat real quick. He recently found out that this was one of his family. I guess we could share it on here, but the picture anyway.
Are you sure? Or
yeah. Like... It's no, you're good. So. So this was one of his. This was used by a U.S. Marshal.
Okay.
Somehow it wound up in the Rough Riders, and it was used. It killed like 3 convicts or criminals, and he sent me more pictures or showed me more pictures later. Like on one side, it's got like Manila and other stuff on it.
Oh, okay. Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. So it was. So let me get this correct. I think he said that it was used by the marshal to kill 2 criminals in like not a bar, but it was a store. They were trying to rob the store or something. He shot 2 guys. Then somehow it wound up. I don't know if he went to the Pan Am or whatnot. But it was that fellow's. He passed away or died. The wife got it.
He passed away or died? Which one?
Yes. So the wife got it. She remarried, which is his great grandfather, and then it was passed down generation to generation. His uncle got it, and his uncle sold it for like $3,700. And I was like, "Oh, dude, oh fuck!" Like you have tenuable information that this belongs kind of in your family. Like he sent me a whole article of where it broke down this gunfight in a store from the marshal and everything, like and how somehow it wound up in Pan Am, and his uncle sold it because he's not a gun guy. You go figure.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, you've got to find this thing. He's like, yeah, I'm in the pursuit right now of trying to find this gun. And I was like, I would kill to have something that was tenuable to my ancestry like that. Like I don't give a shit if it was a trapdoor Springfield. Like anything would be awesome. Right. But you have something like it's not your direct lineage, but it still is your lineage because your wife remarried. She was in her family. It was hers, her ex-husband's, or widowed husband or whatever. But it's still your family. Like, that's super cool. Plus, there's a whole documentation where this marshal got into a gunfight with a store and shot like 3 people with it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
And exactly. This bad boy's got kill count on it. And he's like, yeah, my uncle didn't really care for guns. He needed the money, whatever it was. And I was like, you've got like find this thing, man. Like that's legit awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Plus on the upside, like the damn thing went to the Pan Am with the Rough Riders.
Right.
I mean, it's I think the uncle at one time sent it off to somewhere out like in Colorado or Arizona.
Is that a 45 long?
I think so. Yeah. Okay. I think he was telling me at one time that it was a 7-inch barrel and it was cut down to 5 or something like that.
Okay. Yep.
But I was like, dude, that's savage as fuck, man. Like it's got a body count on it. It was in the Pan Am War. It's in your family to a certain degree. dude, you've got to find that stuff. He's like, I'm in the process. He's getting his FFL and stuff. But I'm like, he's not a huge history firearm collector like me, you, and Hunter, but he likes guns. And I'm like, do whatever it takes, man. You got to find that gun.
Oh fuck yeah!
And
that's
fuck
amazing,
your kids' life savings, college fund. Like you got to find that. Like give that to them. Like fuck your college. This is what you got. And he even showed me a picture of I think his dad or his granddad on like a kid's sawhorse with the fucking gun. I'm like, dude, that's so badass, man.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. Like,
yeah,
there's so much fucking history there, man.
Oh, dude, it's not like Paul bought this gun at fucking Sears and Roebuck, and it's just been sitting in the fucking closet.
No,
this bitch has fucking body count. It's been to Span Am. God knows how many fucking Cubans it's killed and shit. And it's in your family lineage. Like that's the threefer, man. Like I would kill for anything half of that.
Dude, that's fucking insane. Like that's fucking like you said, it's worth like kind of preserving and like getting it.
Yeah, he's like, I wouldn't clean. I was like, oh god, no, I would put that bitch in a fucking glass case.
Oh yeah, no, seriously, a fucking hermetically sealed like fucking glass cased.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
That's it. You know.
Now it's I think like I said, his uncle sent it off to a guy like in Colorado who's like, the Pawn Star was like, oh, I'm an expert in guns.
Yeah, Dragon.
He's like, it verifies like the serial numbers, the marks on the handles, because one side says Manila, the other side says something else. And I was like, I'll take his word for it, like for the most part, like trust but verify. But I'm like, the patina on everything, like it's obviously not a Cimarron replica. Like that thing has seen some age and some shit.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, that fucking tool has been used by a bunch of badasses.
Like even if it was just in my family, like my ancestor 3 generations down held that bad boy in his hand and was like click, 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 click. All right, cool. I would fucking fight tooth and nail for that bad boy.
Oh,
yeah, I have nothing of my lineage except like a 1960s Browning Auto 5 to my name. But that's something that old, bro. Yeah, I would tooth and nail fight for that bad boy.
Fuck yeah. Like it's like, yeah, I mean that thing is fucking that thing's fucking sick. And yeah, I mean that's like that's one of those pieces that you're like, this is gonna remain in the family forever.
Yeah, that's what he was like. He's like, I'm so pissed that he didn't reach out to any other person in the family first. He just like $3,700 or whatever it was, 3,500, and it's like, hey, it's yours. I'm like, that's kind of shitty, but I understand to a certain degree. But I'm like, it's not like it was your ex-wife's wedding ring or something. Like this is something tangible to your family to a certain degree because it was remarried or whatever. But I'm still. And there's like a whole full article of this fucking gunfight by a marshal in a store. Like he was telling me this morning, like the dude shot one of the guys in the mouth. It knocked out his teeth and didn't kill him. And that's what I was telling him too. I was like,
man, dude,
that's the difference between the law enforcement world then and now. It's like I was reading one of the quotes because he sent me the whole article and I read one of the quotes and it was like 2 of his fellow officers were killed. And he was like, all right, if you don't give up now, it's going to end bad for you. I was like, nah, man. I'd be like, you're done. Right. You're done, bro. You just killed 2 of my fellow officers.
Oh, you're fucking done, dude.
You signed your death warrant.
There is no negotiating. You're fucking done.
All 6 cylinders, that 45 long Colt is going to be empty.
Yeah, you're fucked. Like,
yeah,
you just done drop 2 of my friends. You're fucked.
You've made that end of life choice.
End of fucking story.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's like, yeah. So did he end up? He got it back. You said.
No, he's in the like I said, this came out this morning. Like this past weekend he went to family function this past weekend, and today he was telling me this morning, he's like, I'm in the process of like tracking, like I'm in the process of talking to my uncle who he sold it to, and I'm going to track it down. I'm like, good for you. Like, hopefully it works out. And I would love to eventually one day hold it in my hands and be like, this is a piece of history that's tangible to your ancestry. That's awesome as hell. Well, please take it back before I drop it.
So, Hunter, how you doing?
Doing well. How about you?
Doing all
makes
right.
me moisture than an oyster. He's like 12 years younger than us because he's like a baby.
Oh,
I'm
really?
24. Yeah. 24.
Hey, little feller. Ain't no
He's
burning a squirrel.
A fucking child. What the fuck are you doing here?
It ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
No feller.
Ain't got no gas.
Should be done that.
Ain't gonna burn a squirrel.
Reckon I'll take a begging.
All right, I reckon you want me to tell a story about a little Hunter. Hey, y'all know that boy, Goober Grabber. I call him Avery.
Goober Grabber. Who the
He's
hell
all
is
right.
Goober Grabber?
He's all right.
Who the hell is that man? You know?
Ain't no burning a squirrel.
That some bitch should be on here right now, shouldn't he?
Little feller.
Ready! CPS took her baby.
I told Avery.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not done
For
that.
wild. What if for what?
He's just a little boy.
She's crying. Her.
I told Avery. He ought not done that. He's just a little boy. Ain't no burning a squirrel. All right, then. Hunter, you got any French fried tater in there?
Hey, Renee!
God, one of these days I got to get Franklin on here, the guy that went to VMI. I've told you a bunch about. Just so he can do like Sling Blade, but doing like not Sling Blade. What does he do? He does the impression, but he does it historically of like it might be Sling Blade, but he does it like historical, like no. So I've told you in the past, Stonewall Jackson was like, I know this is going to piss off a fuck ton of people. Stonewall Jackson was like autistic. Like,
oh God, yeah.
Oh no, you don't say. You don't say.
So yeah, he does like an impression. He's like, Jackson, we cannot do this today because my arm is hurting because of the storm.
You know where he got that from, right?
Fucking, it's hilarious, man.
He got that from me. I told him.
He went to VMI, so he knows like Jackson to a fucking T. And like, I've read up on Jackson a little bit, but not like him because he went to VMI. Jackson was a teacher at VMI, so yeah, like we'll get to events like we did one here last fall, and in the downtime between events, we'll like walk up to people like, well, General Jackson, how is the weather today? And he's like, General Lee, the weather is amazing today, and my arm is not hurting because I have been keeping it up here today, and there's no pepper in my food, so it is hilarious. Like there's nobody around. It's just for me and him, and we are dying laughing, and that's what I love about it. It's not like we're on stage for like these tens of hundreds of people. It's just me and him entertaining each other, trying to like keep our sanity, but also losing our sanity because we're just alone in this field. But yeah, he's able to like keep a straight face when he does it, and I'm like you, Mike. I can't keep a straight face with him because I lose it. I'm like I can't anymore.
I'll fucking go for a
I'll
bit.
lose that battle.
Yeah, I'll go for a bit, and it's just like fuck, I can't do it.
He keeps going, and it's hilarious. I tried to get him on earlier, and he's like, "I'm packing for Bentonville." I'm like, "Yeah, you and every other motherfucker around here." fucking Bentonville. Fuck. Take 2 hours out of your time. How much can you pack? You're fucking only going for a weekend. Dickbag. I love him to death, though.
I'm trying to text.
But yeah, dude, if you really do any type of deep dive history on Jackson, like it's a very,
I'm gonna take a fucking leak. I'll be back.
Go ahead. It is a very thin line between pure battle genius and fucking autism. Like it's splitting hairs, man. Like I'm not trying.
Have you ever read Rebel Yell?
It's in my list to order.
Dude, read that, and then it's effectively like, he was touched severely. Like there was, I think it was the 7 Days campaign. Him and Henry Kidd Douglas rode out in between the picket lines because there was like a blackberry bush or something. I think it was a blackberry bush. And so Jackson just starts picking blackberries while bullets are whizzing past. And he just turns and looks at him and just goes, if you were to get shot, where would you like to get shot? And Henry Kidd Douglas is like, preferably nowhere. And Jackson just goes, just keeps picking blackberries. He goes, I want to be shot in the back just so I don't see it. And and Douglas is like, what? Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like if you look into his memoirs and the dude he would not eat anything with pepper on it just because he was dyspeptic.
Yes.
Like you believe eating food with pepper on it makes your left arm ache.
He also ate stale bread a lot.
Yeah.
And I know his famous thing is lemons.
Yep, the lemons.
He was a big fan of fruit in general.
Yeah.
He loved fruit.
Lemons, lemonade.
Oh yeah. There was I think it was the Romney campaign. There was like a fig tree or something. I think it was like a fig tree, and he climbed up the tree to get figs, and he got stuck. And his men marched past, just pointing and laughing at him.
I thought he fell at that tree. He might have.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, like thank God it wasn't a thing back then. But now that dude, they'd be like, "Homeboy's on the tism, man."
There's two that really come to mind from me. That is like definitely, three. Definitely Jackson. I would say Braxton Bragg as well, and Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, there was something he was touched. Like,
but he was like a numbers gene, like autistic. Like
he Asperger's.
Yeah,
I think he was like an Asperger's.
Like he was like maniacal and everything. Like the swivel chair, like everything he made. Like he was. Jackson was more of like, I like trains, and we go over here later, and
we'll wide into Twain's in the Shenandoah Valley.
Yeah, he was on that tism hard.
Oh yeah,
like we all have it. Like all you fuckers in the chat have it as well. But homeboy was on the tism hard. Like, God, man, he was stemming. Like I hate to be this way because, like I said, he's like I know I'm pissing off a shit ton of people now, but like in the I could see him in the like first Manassas, like we're taking the field. Like I mean, the dude he got this fucking job done. Like I'm not gonna diminish it. Like the dude was a legend. Whatever it takes, he got it done. But I can fucking foresee that dude in Manassas be like, we are taking the field, you know, like they are moving that way, and like, and if God forbid if you go to Manassas it's the ongoing joke in the hobby. It is steroid Jackson. It looks
Oh,
nothing
God, yeah.
like him. Like the dude looks like fucking RoboCop. Like I've come here to put things up and put them down. Give me that 12-pound Napoleon. I will curl it. Like the monument looks like the dude has been on steroids since he was 12 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Looks nothing like Jackson. Like that. Like I'm pretty sure the daughters of the Confederates is like, I want a
So
statue of
dreamy.
Jackson where he's like roided out. Like I want his veins pumping through his wool uniform. He is roided out. I sent that video to chat. Hold on. That would be perfect for this fucking. Bear with me because I got to find this video because it's very pertinent to our current conversation.
CPS Tucker, baby.
Dude, the Wild Whites of West Virginia. That is.
Oh,
everybody was talking about Tiger King, like whenever Pr0n first came out. And so I watched Tiger King, whatever. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And it was Avery. He was like, you ever heard of the Wild Whites, West Virginia? I was like, no, I've never. Dude.
Dude, the first time I watched that shit,
a pure
was
treat.
Back in I don't know when it came out, but it was like right after it came out, and we're all sitting there and we're like laughing and shit, and all of a sudden, about like halfway through, I'm like, this is really fucking sad.
Oh God, yeah.
Like this is not good. Holy fuck! But like, yeah, the whole scene at the fucking I remember. Yeah,
we don't have any fajitas. Y'all don't have fiestas.
Wine on the menu if you ain't got them. I take 2, whatever the fuck she ordered. And then, Renee! Oh my God, man. Like, it's like, yeah, she's looking through glass at you, like going, oh fuck. Just going,
It's a treat.
Oh, that fucking show is like so depressing. It's like,
and then there's the wonderful Wild Whites of West Virginia as well.
That's
more like
the one we're talking about.
No, that's like the white trash. What's that motorcycle show? It was like, hey, you gotta watch it. No, I don't really care about white trash motorcycle gang.
No, that was fucking that was a more popular one. That was fucking
yeah, so they're always getting into fights at bars and shit.
What the hell was that? It's fucking it was super popular like for 5 years, and
yeah, and then it disappeared.
What the hell was the name of that show?
Oh, the
Sons of Anarchy. Yes, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
yes.
that one. The Whitakers of West Virginia. That's what it was, I think.
It's a wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia.
Is that what? Okay.
Yeah, that was the fucking documentary, and that was like the guys from Jackass going out and like, we're gonna have some fun, and they were like,
because the one kid died of asphyxiation or whatever because he fell asleep in his truck overnight.
They had done a documentary on the dancing fucking like
Jesco
White, yeah. And do we just fucking play it?
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
The whole thing's gonna be demonetized. All right, so let me pull this fucking bitch up. All right.
Jamie,
Outlaw. Dancing Outlaw. Yeah, I don't want to watch the whole fucking thing.
Yes, you do.
How about you take a big hydraulic suck of my shit pipe, fuck teeth?
Bring it over here to Virginia, bitch.
So, all right, here's one clip. Oh God, the slimy. Yeah, okay. We'll just do a couple clips and then we'll call it fucking good.
I
I said fucking stop. Okay. Bam. This is the one that I recollect the most. From his little dancing outlaw fucking bullshit. Give me a second. God damn it. Okay, so hold on. Give me a second. Okay. You motherfucker. Okay. Fuck off. Oh, bad. I'm so bad at this shit.
cannot find that damn video.
What?
It's the American Dad episode where his son goes full spectrum. And he's like, I love trains. He's like, do I love trains? He goes,
I know which one you're talking about.
yeah, I cannot find it for some reason.
All right, I'm gonna have to do it this way. God damn it! Across my channel? No. So we have that.
Go ahead, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
All right. All right. Got it. When Trey gets back, we'll be rolling.
Sweet. Yeah, that was definitely more wild than Tiger King.
Oh fuck yeah. Like that it's like, dude, this one right here is like, I hate it when I talk to fucking people from the South. I'm from Wisconsin, but like I start to get a twang and I don't like it. It doesn't it's not good. But whenever Trey gets back, we'll
Yeah, we can get Jonesy back in here and to get it real bad.
Oh, Jonesy, man, like he's awful. Like I start talking to him and I'm like, yeah, hey man, how you doing, man? You know,
Tell
y'all
you
doing
what,
all right? Do what?
I tell you what, old Jones get in here. I tell you, we're gonna go on down the dump.
You know Joe? You know who he is?
No, I don't think he Hunter does.
I don't think so.
Hey, I tell you what, he's a goddamn American hero. Now he's gonna goddamn be a damn over there in the MLE.
Yeah. No, Jones is a good. He's good shit, man. Like he's I wouldn't fuck with him. How about that?
he live over yonder in old Tennessee. He even don't want that gas stand. He was teaching them people over there. I tell you what.
Yep.
Sound like Boomhauer.
It's pretty. It's
close. It's close.
Oh.
God love him. He's a great dude, and like Mike was saying it the other night when we were on. I think he was on the other night, and it was getting bad. Like me and him were talking, and he's like, "I can't fucking understand you hick fuckers," and I was like,
exactly. Yep.
Go on, get back on now. We're talking about all shit over here now.
Yeah, it was. That's one of them things. Like, Jonesy, he's a pretty fucking cool dude. But yeah. What the fuck? So he just fucking walks off again? Jesus H. cocksucking Christ. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? You fucking clown.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just live here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, all right. So, check this out.
And I took the butcher knife and put it up to her neck. I said, if you want to live to see tomorrow, you better start frying them eggs a little bit better than what you're frying. And I'm tired of eating sloppy, slimy eggs.
Hell yeah, brother. She gonna learn today.
That's no shit. All right. So here's sniffing.
I'm tired. I don't see anything. Is it?
Fuck.
Guilty for what I done. I gave her away when I stole that case of lighter fluid because my father went there and told her not to sell it to me because I was a sniffing. Deputy Sheriff Boyd Jones was his name. He came up, knocked on my mother's door. He said, Miss White, I got a warrant for Jessica for breaking in. And he said, is he here? And she said, yes, sir, he is. She was crying as he's handcuffed me, and put me in the car. And I hugged her and I said, don't worry, Mommy. I'll get out sooner or later. And I kissed her on the jaw first and remember, and he put me in a police car and I was waving by at her through the windshield, with my hands handcuffed, both hands like that. And she was standing on the porch crying as they drove away with me. And I spent, I guess, 6 months in the West Virginia Industrial School for Boys. That's Pr0n town. That's where they rehabilitation you and make you better than what you are and make you not do them things. Well, I got out and it didn't help me nothing. And man, I got a double super buzz. Here I was huffing airplane glue in a sandwich bag. Just all I could have breathed it on into my lungs and getting high. And then I'd take me a hit of that gas right after I'd hit. And you talking about a warped mind, I got one. And lighter fluid, I'd sniff hit by the cans. I'd go around and sock my hand like that, soak it down. And I wanted all that good stuff I could get in there. And here, man, I was it. I mean, I was Superman. I mean, it seemed like I could stand in front of a coal train and stop it. And that's the stuff that had me thinking, I guess, to get me killed.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, what is this?
Your next up song? Yeah, like he was definitely trying to be Elvis. Like he was definitely,
not great.
In that mantra, dude. He reminds me of Uncle Baby Billy.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
On the gemstones, yeah.
Yep. Why do you do it, Uncle Baby Billy? Because I'm selfish.
I mean, we're about to do this, but we're gonna have to do that off stream.
What's that?
A jam sesh?
A jam sesh? Yeah, he sounds like something I would hear on GTA 5.
Dude, GTA 5 is like, you want to hear me fucking rant? I'll fucking rant. I choose to not do it. No, I don't have any balls. Like,
okay.
But if you want me to fucking rant, I'd be in prison.
Or Guantanamo.
Yes.
Yeah. Trevor
Not
Phillips,
great.
Yeah.
Trevor Phillips. Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to go to a fucking private jam sesh, or what do you want to do? Because like,
anything else? Hunter, you got anything to show and tell? Historical
really.
or?
No, not
hurry
really.
up!
I can think of off the top of my head.
Hurry up!
Yeah, I got none.
You pretty sure about that? I don't think you're fucking sure about that. I don't think you're fucking sure about anything. You better fucking pull your
I'm
shit
not.
together.
I don't know
fucking,
what I'm doing.
Hey, clown face,
Times out
pull
of
your
10.
fucking shit together. Pull your fucking shit together.
Show something that Avery would be proud of.
Yeah, show your fucking shit, man. Show your fucking shit.
Show something Avery would be proud
Hurry up. It's so bad. I don't know. Look. God, I hated that shit so much.
Yeah.
The fucking hurry up.
To the line. To the line.
Hurry up. Waiting on you. Hurry up. Oh, that's fine. It's your fucking. Oh,
yeah.
Don't
worry about it. Don't worry about
your time.
Yeah,
we're on your time. This is your fucking world. We're just living in it.
Yeah, we're on your time. Don't worry. Take your time, Pride. Take your time, Pride.
Take your time. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a big fucking deal. Give me your fucking name tape. How about that?
Dude, I got my ass jumped on one time. Like, it's one of those like communication errors that like you don't run on the range.
Yeah, you don't.
Solid. Got it. Understand. Get over here, Private. I was like, I was like granny walking, like mall walking, like, you know, as fast as I could walk. But I'm like, It's like, get over here now. What are you doing? Get over here now. Come on, Pride. And I was like, what fucking took you so long? And I was like, there's no running on the drain, Drill Sergeant. And he's like, oh, you want to be a funny man? I was like, no, Drill Sergeant. I was told there's no running on the range, and I'm trying to get over as fast as I can. He's like, all right, Private. Like, I think he was like, I fucked up, but I don't want to seem like I fucked up. But I was like,
yeah. No, I get you. Yeah.
Like, my head's trying to explode, but I understand what I'm doing. And I'm like, yeah. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, break policy, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. The range thing, like when I qualified, right? So the first time I fucking I got 37. The previous time, like the practice round, whatever, I got 38. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I got 600. Believe me, trust me, I know.
So I got 37 on the rifle qual, right? And I'm like, at the end of it, you know, the fucking targets go down. I'm like, woo! And I'm like, fucking yeah, I got fucking expert, you know. And what?
We were shooting in the rain. It sucked so bad.
Oh no, yeah, that must have fucking sucked. We
like it was like freezing rain. So you're looking down your rifle and the rain's hitting your sight, flashing in your eyes. You're like,
right.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and I don't know about what you did, but like we did irons, just straight irons.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't get. I think we fan fire with red dots. They're like, click. All right, go shoot. And they're like, is it zeroed? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we did it after we qualled. So
yeah, we qualled with iron, the flip up irons. The
old school, like these ones.
Yep, the ones that flipped up.
The really fucking tall ones. And so anyway, I'm sitting there and I counted my shots and my fucking hits, and I'm like, woo! And I was like, I went off the fucking pedestal, or like the platform. There's a couple stairs down from it, and my drill sergeant, remember the guy that was a Marine I was telling you about. He goes, "What the fuck are you so fucking happy about?" And I'm like, "I just shot expert, drill sergeant." And he goes, "Get the fuck down." And I'm like, "Okay." And so he dropped me for like 10 push-ups or whatever. And he goes, "Every time you go down, you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the Marine Corps." And I was like, "I'm not gonna say that, drill sergeant." And he's like, "Oh, you want to fucking go? You want to fucking challenge me?" And so I just like did the whole thing because he was a Marine. And then he goes, "Get the fuck off my fucking range." And he passed me on the back and he goes, "Good fucking shooting." As I'm like walking off after he smoked me and shit. I was like, okay.
So that we found out later on during Blue Phase when we were going to the range, they didn't smoke us at all because they were like, "We don't want y'all to like fuck up on the rifle range.
Right.
And we don't want you to stress on the rifle range."
Right.
Like, I can't take it no more. Bang. So that like during Blue Phase, they kind of slacked off. One, they didn't want us to like do nonstop push-ups so we can like hold a rifle and stuff. But yeah, after Blue Phase, after we qualified, games were back on. Yeah,
we qualified in Red Phase, which is interesting.
I think ours was blue, if I remember correctly. Well, I can't remember.
It doesn't matter. It's like a fucking dick fucking measuring contest.
It's just 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's just what it is. And then like, but anyway, he hits me on the back of the fucking IBA and he goes, "Good shooting." And then I walked out the range and I'm like, "Ooh, did I fuck up?"
I know one time we didn't have to wear IBA, or I think it is at one point we didn't have to wear helmets or IBAs or one or the other, and then we had to bring them back. No, it wasn't in basic. It was like in my Army career. Like,
sometimes, yeah.
And then they're like, "Hey, you got to wear IBAs, but no IBA." And I'm like, or you have to wear ACHs, but no IBAs. And I was like,
so this fucking dude, I'm walking back and I'm like, did I fuck up? Whatever. Get rotted off the range, all that shit, how that works. And then the weapon's safe. And I get there and my senior drill sergeant is like the one kind of reading the scores. And he goes, lane, I don't remember what the fuck lane I was. He goes, 13. And I went, negative, drill sergeant. Like, I got 37. He's like, "No, you got 13. And I was like, he was just fucking with me big time. He's like, "I'm just fucking kidding. You got fucking 37, expert. Fucking good job. Get the fuck away from me." And I'm like, okay. But it was like at the time, you're sitting there, you're like so fucking nervous about everything. You're like,
yeah.
What did it fuck up, or like the range fucked up?
Ours did. We, like I said, we went from November to April, and we're out there in like the freezing rain, and the targets were freezing. Because I think one lane we had, it wasn't registering, and I was like, "Why are you missing, Private?" And it's like, I'm doing everything y'all taught me. And the drill sergeant was like, "All right, let's try it." So he took the rifle and was firing himself. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Yeah, the targets are freezing from the freezing rain. We can't. It's not registering."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, that sucks. That sucks so bad."
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Because you're laying down because I mean, it's being used nonstop for iteration after iteration. So it's like a puddle. So you're laying in a puddle of water, shooting and like freezing, cold rain. I'm like, this sucks.
Hunter, were you ever in the military?
He was in all the branches. He's currently in the Space Force leading their head program.
Look at all 6 of them. He's a fucking hardcore Joe. He's a fucking hard charger. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So
Avery can attest. He's been in every branch. He's currently in the Space Force, leading their program with SpaceX. It's great. It's wonderful. Hunter's a great guy, a wonderful guy. I know all about him. He's got a goober grabber hat.
Yeah, here, wait a second though. Wait a second. You know, Hunter
45,
has never.
47.
You know, hey, wait a second. Hunter has never been in the military. So
you're wrong. I know.
You're going to sit there and tell me. Hey, wait a second. Wait a minute.
I know Avery. Avery has
his hat. Why don't you? Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why don't you tell me?
I'm not waiting.
Why don't you tell me?
I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm the best president.
No,
ever.
wait a minute.
He
wait
is.
a minute.
Look at his hat. His hat's more worn than yours because
were you ever in the military?
I was. I was a great, wonderful service member.
Yeah,
I didn't go overseas and I didn't serve, but I was in uniform.
58,000 of my
look at Avery.
Avery's
hat. Look at Avery's hat. It's so
you don't understand this.
Torn.
Wait a second.
Yours.
Were you ever? Excuse me.
You didn't wear those hats in Vietnam. Believe me, trust me. Hunter did. He said, "Look at his head. It's great. It's crushed. It's worn."
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, though.
You broke.
You weren't in the military. You weren't in the military. Hunter. You're telling him that he has to be in the military. I was in Vietnam. I was a Navy SEAL. I was UDT.
I've never heard of Vietnam.
And wait a minute. You weren't in the military.
They're not part of
You've talked long enough. Mr. President, you've talked long enough.
That's right. I'm Mr. President.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, and I was governor of Minnesota for 4 years.
One term.
Why don't you tell me?
One term.
Why don't you tell me?
Two terms.
Excuse me. Wait a minute. How about you tell me? How it was being in the military because you weren't.
It's great.
As far as I know, as far as I'm concerned. Well, my research has said that you had bone spurs that prevented you from quote unquote completing military service. So wait a minute. Why don't you tell me why Hunter hasn't been in the military?
He works at a veterinary. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't answer the question there, Mr. President. I was governor of Minnesota for 4 years, so you don't get to answer it that way and just kind of deflect me. I was mayor of St. Louis Park in Minnesota, the second largest metro. Wait a minute, excuse me. I'm being disrespected here, and I don't appreciate that.
You didn't say thank you. You didn't say thank you. You're wrong. You're wrong.
What am I saying thank you to, Mr. President?
The millions of dollars is hit your state.
Yeah, but I'm not governor anymore. I was governor from 2000 to 2004.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the president.
Wait a minute. Why are you doing your fuck you? The dance thing? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You fucking got me. Okay.
That's the best ever. It's so simple.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm just gonna have to not look at the screen anymore. God damn it.
I don't know if y'all have seen them. Trey, I know you've seen them, those JD Vance memes. Oh my god.
They're so annoying because they're like stupid. Like it's nothing like a meme has something some kind of relevance to it. Like it's got to have something to it. But these are just so stupid. But the one that I had to share was him as Bill the Butcher. And I was like, okay.
What the fuck is calling?
I haven't seen that one.
I shared it on my Facebook, I believe.
I gotta see it.
Like there obviously is nothing to it, but it's Bill the Butcher, and I'm like, all right, I'm like Bill the Butcher's my phone screen backsaver or whatever. I'm like, I gotta share this. Like
you didn't say please, Mr. Zawinski.
It's pretty legit. Like yeah.
Like what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we even doing right now?
I've got hairy legs, not about cockroaches. Come on, man. Thing. Like
fuck. Like
come on, man,
what the fuck are we doing right now? Like
come on, man. I know. Come on, man. You know. The thing.
Yeah,
Kids would come up to me in the pool and they would push my hair legs down. They come back
yeah,
up.
I know. I fucking get Corn Pop was a bad dude and all that shit. But like, you fucking okay. Yes, okay. So hey, how about this? Trey,
best recovery in history, and Jack.
You fucking win. You got me to break twice. Okay, all right.
Best economic recovery in history, Jack.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Mr. President, is I just have a couple of questions for you.
Where am I at right now?
Wait, excuse me, where's all the money to Russia going?
It smells like a young kid. I love it.
For fuck's sake.
Anyway.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't do this anymore.
I know a kid like you is cute, and anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Who's running the country?
President Donald Trump right now at the point.
I bet him at the polls, Jack. Anyway.
So you've got your MP fucking
you
hat
stack
on.
spaghetti sauce on a forklift. What happened?
It's so fucked.
Christ.
It's so fucked up.
This got completely fucked. Yeah.
I love the ice cream truck memes where it's like they put the ice cream jingle in the background. He's like he just wanders off. It's so fucked up, but it's funny. Oh, Popcorn Sudden? Yeah. R.I.P.
Jesus, man. Like, this is fucking out of control. This is amazing.
Oh, this is not the worst we've ever been. This is not the worst we've ever been. It's great.
Oh, no. I think the worst, I actually don't remember the worst fucking stream.
It's worse every time, but this isn't the worst.
And Hunter, thanks.
This is the first time.
Yeah, Hunter, thanks for coming on. Like, fucking A, man. Like,
yeah, when you get 5 guys on, it's like, where this is going to lead, no one knows. It just goes off filter. It's bad. This is kind of like in line, like we're veering left and right, but it's still in the lanes. Not enough for DUI, but it's close.
well, that's like the thing that I should just fucking post the fucking picture from earlier, like that whole chat on 9-hole reviews. I should just actually let me just grab that motherfucker and save it, so I can share it.
I just did that post. I sent it to Avery and you as well. I don't want that going too far out of the realm.
Well, we'll see. That's why I can sense.
Yeah, that's true, Brendan. The Pentagon has failed several audits. Let's try not to fail it again.
Fucking, color me surprised.
Yeah. Oh, we're paying $6,000 for a coffee cup.
I would like one.
No, I'd like my money back if you're not going to. I'm sure y'all seen that meme of was it not Men in Black, Independence Day. It was like they're failing to audit. It was like, what do you think they spend $6 on the toilet seat when the president's doing the walk through Area 51? Yeah. Great meme. Great. Wonderful meme. Believe me, I know the memes. I made the memes. They're great. They're wonderful. I've seen them. Great. Huge.
Yeah. I don't remember. kind of just in the mood to fucking do a jam sesh on
Dude.
Discord.
I probably need to go to bed because I got to get up at 6.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's the keyword, Trey?
Wrong. Believe me, trust me, he's wrong. He's wrong.
Well, guys, thank you for having me on tonight. I enjoyed it. That was fun.
No problem. We're just a bunch of fucking idiots like that. Just get on. Like,
well, hey, man, I'll fit in.
Yeah,
I guess.
Good to have another fellow idiot. So,
again, thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna hop off here for the night.
And everybody that's watching, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.